How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of Jason's Drum here, and today I'm here bringing you guys live coverage for the XFL Week 8 game between the DC Defenders and the Seattle Sea Dragons. Now, I know I'm a little late. I do apologize. For whatever reason, I thought this game started at 8, not 7. So, we're here now. DC currently having the ball. Jordan Tamu taking the snap, looking to throw. Trying to toss it over on the screen over the middle. Gonna get a little bit of first down there, down to the 48 of the Sea Dragons. But yeah, a little bit behind on that, as well. I was very, very well prepared. Most prepared streamer ever. You know what? Let's see here. I think I'm gonna go with the hat look tonight. I think I like the hat. So here we go. Tamu in shotgun. Let's see what he can do. He's gonna pass down on the screen out to the far side. Gonna get a nice little game there, down to the 42 of the Sea Dragons. So let's see what they can do here. This week has been a huge defining week for the XFL. I mean, where do we even begin? Where do we even begin? Two overtime games this week as well. And Tom, we're going to hand off. Is going to be going nowhere. Still down at the 43 for DC. Setting up a third down and short. Orlando out. Vegas out. Just marking who's out. All right, here we go, Tom. We're going to pass on here. A lot of pressure. He's going to be sacked. Back at his own, or back at the 49 of the... Ooh, he's down. He's down to the 49 of the Sea Dragons. But he took a shot. He did get up, but he seems to be a little shaken as he walks to the bench on fourth down and long. So it's going to force a punt for the Defenders. All right. And Seattle has already used their first timeout, so we'll eliminate that. And here we go. The punt is up. It is away. Not seeing much. It's going to go down at the 11. Runs back to the 10, trying to get something out of it. He gets to the 15, down at maybe the 16-yard line. All right. So here we stand. Just taking some notes here on some of the stuff that happened earlier, but this has been a crazy week for the XFL. A huge defining week. We have, what is it? 3 teams eliminated, 2 teams in the playoff race. Actually, hold on a second. Yeah, am I correct? I think that, yeah, I think Arlington clinched this week, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. My math's correct. Then the South is already set. Nope. So San Antonio not mathematically out. But Houston is the first team to clinch a playoff berth, because the South is just so weak this year. But man, this has been a great week, though. All right. Just doing my thing over here, keeping an eye on what is going on. Man, it is getting warm in here. I might lower the AC a little bit. I'll be right back, folks. And I am back. As we are here and watching this great game unfold between the Defenders and the Sea Dragons. This game absolutely critical. DC trying to keep themselves in it here. I mean, DC, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they clinched with a win today because they would have already beaten Seattle already. So if DC wins, then they're in. So keep that in mind. But man, Tamu going over to the 10 here, going to be looked at. That could be a problem for DC going forward here. They might need to rely on Derek King, who is not a terrible passer, but he is definitely not as good of a passer as Tamu. Man. And here we go. Danucci now empty set. Looking to throw here on 1st and 10 from his own 16. He has a wide open running lane, and that closed up quick as he was running. Throwing it away. Incomplete. Out of bounds. That running lane just completely closed shut. All right. And here we go, looking to throw. Danucci hitting a man over the middle on 2nd and 10. Going to get up to about the 21-yard line here. But it's only going to be 5 yards, setting up a 3rd down and 5. Rush success tonight. First quarter basically. 1 rush for no yards. They've been really relying on the run game here. 7 rushes for 33 yards and a touchdown last drive. So here we go. All right. And going to try to get past on the near side. Not going to go. It's going to fall incomplete. 4th down and 4. And that is going to force a punt for the Seattle Sea Dragons at a time that they cannot really afford a punt. So, DC and Tom are going to be taking the field back here shortly. And let's see what they can do. Flip the arrow. And here we go. And they're going to get a nice return here up to the 40. Their own 40. Man. Ooh, a little bit of a skirmish going on. That didn't look good. We'll see here. DC, Tom, who is back in the game, so he is not out due to injury, which is great for them, as Derek King is able to throw, but he is not a bona fide passer. So, King is more of a run first, pass later kind of quarterback. And here we go, Tom, on 1st and 10, throwing deep down the near side, way overthrowing his target by about 15 yards there. That is not what they were wanting to do. 2nd and 10 now coming up. So here we go, 2nd and 10 coming up now for the Defenders. Let's see what they can do here. Hopefully they can get something working here. Live lines, DC is 1.5 point favorites, over under down to 43.5. But right now we're ready to see what DC can do here. 2nd and 10 at their own 40. Tamu in. No, he's calling an audible. Is under center now. Play clock winding down. Going to hand off and going to have room to the 35, 50, 45. Down to the 41 of the Sea Dragons. Setting up a massive 1st and 10 for DC, and this could be the thing they need to run away with. This could be exactly what they need in order to be able to try to run away with something here. So here we go. And a little bit of a pre-snap kerfluffle going on here. Got a couple flags out there. Probably a false start on the offense. Yep, false start on the offense. Going to back them up 5. Not quite what they needed. And let's take a look here. Okay, here we go. 1st and 15 from the 46 of Seattle. Looking to throw his Ta'amu. Having time. Going to look to run it. He's going to pick up a couple before giving himself up. All right. Just taking a look here at a couple of things. Here we go, 2nd and 13 coming up now. Looking to throw his Ta'amu here. And going to have time throwing over the middle. It's, oh man, not going to get the reception. Could have been intercepted, but does not get intercepted. 3rd down and 13 coming up with 3:30 left in the 2nd quarter and rolling. All right. Just taking some note here on a little bit of the game earlier. All right, looking to throw on 3rd and 13. Ta'amu going deep on the far corner. Man goes down, throwing the flag, getting the pass interference call they wanted. Peyton Jones, the offending party on that penalty. Setting up a massive 1st down and 10 for DC, deep in Seattle territory. So here we go. Man. Just taking a look at some of the incredible performances this week. And looking to run it here with Armstead getting down to about the 12. For a nice little game there, setting up a 2nd down and 5, 2nd and 4, something like that coming up for DC. All right. And let's take a look here. Let's see, 2nd and 5 coming up for DC. Ta'amu still under center, looking to throw for the end zone. Has a man, did he bring it in? No! Oh man, that was a sure touchdown and he had it but dropped it. Ouch, that hurts. That absolutely hurts. Man. He had it in his hands, number 88 of DC. There we go. Just taking it here a little bit. Some stellar performances on defense this week. This has been a really, really big defensive heavy week. Like, man. Ooh, okay, we have another Offensive Player of the Week nominee. There we go, 16 carries, 96 yards, 1 TD. There we go. And so far, this game was looking like it's a good one, too. So, hopefully we see something good coming out of this here. All right. So, here we are. Let's take a look at the playoff race. So, Houston's in. Man. Well, we have an interesting race down the stretch here. I have to say that. I mean, I thought early in the year San Antonio would be close. I mean, they're still in it. But that's because Arlington completely fell off. So, the South has really been the enigma this year. Like, man. Let's take a look at some of how this is going here. Man. Things are going here a little bit. And here comes the 3rd and 5 now for DC. Tamu looking to throw. Gonna hit him, man. No! It's gonna be short at his feet. Incomplete. 4th down and 5. And there's gonna be a penalty on, it looks like Seattle for late contact. Man. Pass interference going to be half the distance. And a 1st down. Man. And they're ready to kick the field goal. Man, so here we go. Seattle trying to play some defense here, but they are shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. So here we go. Tamu under center. And he's going to look to hand off to the near side. Not going to have anything. He's going to lose a lot on the play. Down at about the 11. Wow. Huge, huge loss there. Oh, man. And Smith banged up on the play, getting some injury look at here. Gonna take a little injury timeout. We'll see what happens on the other side. Abram Smith. He's been a real solid player for this team. I mean, I have to say, at the beginning of the year, Abram Smith wasn't really doing a whole lot, but they have used him more and more, and he has become a real integral part of that offense. So, if he's down for a while, you are screwed. Yeah, let's take a look at that play again, see what happened. I mean, maybe that left knee kind of went a little awkward on. But man, it's going to have to get looked at here. And here we go. Abram Smith going to be over on the sideline. Let's see it. Looking to throw his Tamu from the 11. Over the middle. Almost intercepted. Oh, man. You had it in your hands, Seattle. He had it right in his hands, and he dropped it. That is the worst way for it to go. Ugh. The absolute worst way. Excuse me. The absolute worst way it could go. So here we go. 3rd and goal. Tamu. Timeout for DC. All right. Defender timeout here. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the standings because we'll see how critical next week is. A lot of these teams are going into a critical week 9. Man. Just taking a look. And man, Houston clinches South with win plus Arlington loss. And here we go. For the defenders, Tamu in shotgun, 3rd and goal. He's looking to throw over the middle. It's going to be caught. He is in untouched for the defenders. Touchdown. Let's go ahead and update that real quick. Oh, excuse me. Raquel Armstead on the grab. All right. Gonna go for 2 here. Gonna do a little toss around, trying to get an end around here. That's Abram Smith. He's in. And he is going to be in for 2. Man, 16-6, and at this point, DC starting to run away with this one a little bit. So we'll see how they compare. Oh, man. DC doing what they got to do here. With 124 left. Man. So here we are. 1:24 left. And DC just taking advantage of a couple of miscues. Really setting the tone here by the Seattle defense. So, let's take a look. All right. Man. Oh, here comes the kick. It's up. It's away. Going to be caught at the 5. To the 10, to the 15, to 20, 25, up to the 31 is where he's going to be brought down. All right. Well, it's time to see what we've got rolling here. DiNucci down 10, 1:19 to go. 2 timeouts in pocket. Here he goes, looking to throw on 1st and 10. Over the far side, it's caught. Gonna get up all the way up to the 42. They're gonna spot him at the 41. Avoiding that early tackle, able to move the sticks, and let's see. Can Seattle keep this ball moving, or will they end up folding here? 1:12 remaining. Still 2 timeouts. Down 10. Just taking a look over in the chat every so often. If you guys do have anything you'd like to add, let me know in the chat. I will be getting back to all you guys. And looking to throw Danucci over the near corner. Wide open man, and he drops it. He's popped. He had it, but he was popped. Willis grabbed it. Joseph popping it. And man, incomplete pass it is. Man. And that should have been a routine play, too. That should have been a routine play. And let's see, looking to throw to the near side. And once again, the easy pass is dropped. What are they doing? What are you guys doing? You have the ball in your hands and you're dropping it. Man, here we go. 3rd and 10 with 1:01 to go. Philip Lindsay checking in the game here. And here we go. Going to hand off to Lindsay. Not going to get anywhere. Man, DC going to call a timeout? What are you doing, Jim Haslam? DC using a timeout here, and man. This is just huge. DC going to get the ball back with 55 seconds in an offense that is cruising. All right. Let's take a look at a couple of things here. And here we go. Gonna have to punt it away here is... Oh, there's a flag on it. Neutral zone infraction on the defense, but it still keeps them behind the sticks. Man. So here we go. Let's see. They're going to try to get him to jump off sides. No, they're going to go for the full punt here. It's a short punt, too. Fair catch only at the 19-yard line. Oh, man. Let's time see what Jordan Ta'amu can do here. Oh, man. Jordan Ta'amu playing in the Battlehawks, then with the Bandits, then with 5 practice squad teams. And now back in the XFL with the Defenders leading this team to victory. Here we go. Ta'amu going to hand off at the middle. That's Raquel Armstead getting to about the 22. All right. It looks like DC just going to go to halftime here. So we got one more playoff, and then we go to half. All right. And, yep, they are going to kneel it and take it to the half. This is the DC Defenders' 5th lead entering the half on the year. All right. Well, we're at the half. We'll go ahead and take a look at what's going on around everything, pretty much. I mean, we did see a big signing today in the NFL landscape. OBJ. Oh, man, OBJ doing what he got to do. So what's happening now? Is Lamar no longer wanting a trade? Okay, I don't know what's going on now, but we're seeing Lamar and OBJ. Does this mean Lamar, like, I don't know. Yeah, OBJ and Lamar in Baltimore, but Lamar is wanting it? I don't know. Like, I really don't know. Like, Lamar Jackson wanted a trade because he wasn't getting paid. But yet they pay OBJ. Like, what? So, I mean, it's worth up to 18. 15 million's guaranteed. So, that's the issue. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't get that signing at all. So, So we'll have to see what happens on that, because that's going to be an interesting thing to watch and find out. But we'll see. We'll take a look at what's going on. Man. Like, this game, though, that we're watching tonight has been a real treat. A nice back and forth with both these two fighting for their lives here. I mean, they're fighting in a really ruthless place. I mean, DC is not impenetrable. If they lose this game, they are seriously in question about making the playoffs, which 2 weeks ago we didn't even think was a possibility. So I don't know. I mean, Seattle's trying to keep in it here. If they win, then we're going to have a cluster at the top for the North at 6-2. We'll have 3 teams at 6-2. So, yeah, if DC wins, they clinch. But if they lose, it's going to be a very interesting last 2 weeks for the North. If Seattle wins this, then we're going to have 3 teams at 6-2 at the top. And only 2 can make it, with only 2 games to play. And if we look at who these teams play for these last couple of weeks, right? Well, let's just take a look at who these teams play for the last couple of weeks in the season. So week 9, Week 9, DC plays Arlington, and St. Louis plays Seattle. So, that's important to think about. And then week 10, DC plays San Antonio, St. Louis plays Orlando, and Seattle plays Vegas. They likely all win week 10. So week 9, DC likely wins, and it's going to come down to the winner of Seattle and St. Louis as to who makes it to face DC. That's the way I see this week playing out, and the final 2 weeks playing out. Because DC should have no problem with Arlington. Arlington doesn't have a quarterback. So if teams win the games they should win, it's going to come down to the winner of Seattle, St. Louis as to who makes the playoffs. If DC goes off the face of the earth, then it's going to be a really interesting finish either way. But it'll be more interesting because DC might not make it. So, man, excuse me. I don't know why I'm yawning like this. But we're here. Ready to watch the close out of this game in this season. Yeah, I mean, it's really just going to be interesting to see how this plays out, though. So, in the meantime, let's just take a look over on the Twitter, see what's going on. Because you never know. You never know what you see. You know, because some things you'll see on there. But yeah. Let's see. Man. But yeah, I'm just looking to see what we've got here. OBJ with the Ravens. And man, you see a lot of stuff going on. We're seeing a lot of stuff for spring football. I mean, next week starts the craziness. We have the XFL season wrapping up, the USFL kickoff. Oh, shoot, the USFL kickoff's this week. Oh, boy, that means I'm going to have to get on that, too. Oh, boy. Yeah. Yeah, the next 2 weeks are going to be real crazy on here, but we'll be here for every little bit of it. Man. Let's just see here. So the Browns not signing Kareem Hunt, not re-signing him. So we'll see. We'll see what happens out of that. Man. Huh. Just taking a look around here, seeing what we've got going. I mean, this is a lot of stuff has been happening today. XFL, NFL, you name it, a lot has been going on. What in the world, Twitter? Twitter. Why? Why is the Holocaust trending on Twitter? What? Let me see why it's trending. Jimmy. Like, I don't know. Like, why? I don't get Twitter. Like a Saints fan saying hi, it's a Battle Logs fan, I need to see a Sea Dragon win. Yeah, but ultimately, I think a Sea Dragon loss, I mean, don't get me wrong, St. Louis can definitely make a play for the number 1 seed to be home. But I think, I mean, the best bet for St. Louis, if you ask me, has to be a DC, because DC, they have an easier end of the schedule. So that's an interesting thing here, because they have, so let me think this through here. So if DC loses tonight, DC is likely to win out. So who has the tiebreaker? DC has the tiebreaker. Because the thing is, DC plays San Antonio and Arlington. So because of that fact, I really don't see a world where DC doesn't win the North. Because they should easily handle Arlington. Arlington might give them a little trouble, but then they have San Antonio. San Antonio is just a hot mess. So I think if I were a Battlehawks fan, I would be personally rooting in this game for DC to win. Because then, let's just say, hypothetically, St. Louis has a bad week next week, loses to Seattle, you have that game of coverage that can help you stay in the playoff race even if you lose to them next week. Because didn't St. Louis beat Seattle last time around? Let me take a look. Yeah, St. Louis beat Seattle last time around, so to be fair, they lost to Orlando, the worst team. Yes, but at the same time, whenever they did lose to Orlando, Orlando really was on the up and up. I mean, if you've been watching, I've been high on Orlando pretty much since after the first game with Dormady back. Like, Dormady has been their guy. He has been killing it with them. Maybe had a bad game this week, but I have really been seeing what they're doing and really liking what I've been seeing out of that team recently. So, I mean, I think Orlando is poised next year to make potentially a run, especially in that South. But here we are starting the third quarter, and Seattle able to get up to the 31 on the opening kickoff. So, fair field position for them. But ultimately, I mean, I think that DC, the best bet, because I only think DC loses one more game. Whether that be tonight, next week, or the week after. I think they only lose one more game. Because they've been on such a long win streak, they're due to lose at some point. But I just don't see them dropping 2 or even all 3 of these games. And realistically, you would need DC to drop 2 of these games and St. Louis to win out for St. Louis to win the North. And here we go. Going to pass to Jahcour Pearson. Going to be stopped at the 34. So, but yeah, I mean, I really think that last playoff spot in the North is going to come down to next week's game between Seattle and St. Louis. I think that's truly going to be the first XFL playoff game. Because DC is all but a shoo-in to make it. There's no doubt in my mind. So whoever wins that game will be pretty much the winner. Let's see. We had a great comeback win yesterday. I was about to have a heart attack, but we won an OT. Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, wait a minute, what's happening? St. Louis losing to Vegas? What? Well, it looks like they're going to go with a little run to Lindsay here, but not going to get much. In fact, I think they lost a couple on that play. But Philip Lindsay's been making an impact for Seattle. Like, that has been the thing. Lindsay he's been a solid back. Has he been the greatest? Not really, but he's been all right. But we'll see what they got rolling here. Jim Haslam trying to lead his team to victory here because this is a crucial game for Seattle. If Seattle loses this game, they're all but eliminated from the playoffs. To be fair, we didn't have AJ. Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, wait a minute. I mean, normally with AJ, you guys are set. Like, you guys are set. AJ, in fact, I have a statistic sheet I've been keeping, right? And based off of QBR here, let me just pull this up. Based off of QBR, I think AJ McCarron's like a top. So let's see. AJ McCarron is, once I pull this up, let's see. AJ McCarron, I think he's top 5. Yeah. So if we look at players who have, let's say, at least 25 throws Fair enough sample size, right? If we look at quarterbacks who have at least 25 throws on the year, he is number 3. Only behind Jalen McClendon and Louis Perez. And A.J. McCarron has been a starter way longer than either of those two men. So I think those two are really just a small sample size anomaly. In terms of our standard weekly starters like McCarron, Dormady, Ta'amu, Silvers, DiNucci, he tops them all. Like A.J., he's been an overlooked. I think a lot of people have kind of overlooked his impact, but he has really been solid. Especially, I mean, he has the best touchdown to interception ratio, if I'm not mistaken here. Well, actually, no, Jordan Ta'amu has a better one because he has 6 touchdowns to 1 interception. So if Ta'amu had the same interceptions as McCarron, he would have 7 more touchdowns than McCarron, but alas. As we were talking, apparently I missed a little bit of a turnover. It was a punt. Kind of knew what was going on, but, got a little distracted. I don't know how I became a Battlehawks fan, but I'm happy. Fair enough. I mean, the Battlehawks, I get why. St. Louis has really been a deprived city of football ever since the Rams made their awful move and became champions. And Ta'amu going to throw is deflected and he catches his own pass. That was a bit of a first. I've not seen a quarterback actually catch their own pass. I know it happens, but you don't see it that often. But yeah, St. Louis have been so deserved of a football team for so long that it's hard to not be a fan of them, And Glenn saying, hello, Chad from Seattle, Washington. Go Sea Dragons. Yes, sir. We got some Sea Dragons. Oh, we got a little bit of, maybe a little beef coming up here. Sea Dragons fans in the same chat as some Battlehawks fans. Here we go, Ta'amu looking to throw, having plenty of time, throwing deep. He has a man, and it's not going to be reeled in. They're going to call pass interference. Is that going to be off? It's probably going to be defensive on Stevens because Stevens completely blocked where that ball could have gone. Oh, man. Yeah, that's going to be on Stevens. That's going to be a huge gain for DC. Defensive pass interference, massive gain. Wow. Mike, he's saying if only the Saints could win. I mean, that's the thing. The Saints, as much as I hate to say it, but it looks like since Drew Brees left, they've turned into the Indianapolis Colts. They have pieces, and they think they're just that one quarterback away, and they keep going for aging guys, After Drew Brees, they went to Andy Dalton. After Andy Dalton, they're now going with Derek Carr, So they're kind of that Indianapolis Colts all over again. I belong in the Trash Talking Hall of Fame. We'll see. Carl, bring us back. The thing is, I'm not sure. I mean, I really wasn't thrilled on that Carr signing because I've been a Carr fan. I just didn't think the Saints were really built to win the way they are right now. They have a few big names, but they don't have a lot of those big name key pieces, And it looks like those scrimmages now at the 29 of Seattle after that penalty. And maybe a holding? Defensive holding? Nope, no foul on the play. Second down. But yeah, I mean, I just was not high. I mean, I wanted to see Carr win a Super Bowl, New York, that's a plug-and-chug system. So I'm like, oh, yeah, go to New York, win yourself a ring, Carr, and then you can go out, But he didn't do that. He took an interesting path. I'm interested to see what happens next year. Like, the Saints are going to be that team that I follow to see what they do. Carr never had an elite defense. That is true. I mean, they never... Oh, touchdown, DC. Hold on a second. So there's a flag, but they're ruling right now a touchdown DC, but the penalty might bring it back. Offensive holding, maybe? But yeah, Carr, he never had a good defense. That is true. I mean, the Raiders have... So it's a false start. But yeah, the Raiders never really had a great defense. They had some pieces on offense. I mean, especially last year, or 2 years ago now, before the whole Henry Ruggs situation. I mean, before that incident, Henry Ruggs was like an elite potential wide receiver. If he wouldn't have made that one poor mistake on that night he went to Topgolf, he'd likely be tearing up the league right now, especially alongside Devontae Adams. I mean, that team would have been Just imagine that. Henry Ruggs entering his prime with Devontae Adams. That would have been scary. And then having a tight end, a reliable tight end in Darren Waller, that would have been a scary, scary team to go up against week in and week out. You know, I mean, the defense could have been their Achilles heel, but that offense would have been electric to watch. Yeah, there was literally a video where I was destroying my own team. Huh. That's an interesting one. I mean, I do that all the time with the Rams. I mean, I never expect them to win, especially last year. Ooh, yeah. Last year was not fun. We don't talk about that. The less said, the better. Yeah, the less said about last year, the better. But Tom, we're going to hand off. That's a little bit of a gap forming down to the 9 for the defenders. Second down and 3 coming up at the Seattle 9. They are threatening for another touchdown. And they are threatening to run away with this game. But yeah, I mean, I'm just looking forward to seeing the draft, you know? I'm looking forward to seeing what happens here. Especially given the situation around certain teams, you know? The Ravens especially, I mean, I was baffled whenever I saw Lamar Jackson, or not Lamar Jackson, OBJ signed with, Tom, who slips, ball comes out, he recovers it. Hold on, so it's going to be at the 14, third down and long. But yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see what happens with the Ravens next year. Because I was confused whenever OBJ signed with the Ravens. Because you already have Lamar Jackson, who's already upset that he's not getting what he needs. And you go and pay OBJ after Lamar demands a trade. If you can't keep Lamar, you just screwed yourself, you know? Let's see, at least you won a Super Bowl. As much as I don't like them, y'all did it and witnessed it. I mean, that is true. But then we had that we followed that up with the worst hangover in like NFL history. Not to mention that literally sent us right into a rebuild. Yeah, the next couple of years are not going to be fun. My way too early predictions, those are invalidated because I made those at the start of the offseason before the Rams did everything to like tear apart the team. I mean, it was just it's bad. It is bad. They have an awful future. They are bleeding parts left and right. But DC did end up getting a touchdown on an open pass over the middle of the field. Going for 2 here. From the 5. And looking to throw his Tamu. Pressure coming off the edge. He's going to be sacked. So just like that, it is a 16-point game coming up. And they're going to say he's down, but Seattle is running it back because it was not blown dead. As the ball did come out, but Tamu was down. I'm still mad about the no call twice. Yeah, I mean, I could not believe that. That was an egregious officiating error. But the Saints did get their comeuppance by having the Rams only put up a whopping 3 points in the Super Bowl. So, I mean, you win some, you lose some, you know? I mean, I don't know how the official was that blind. Like, that official could have been a police officer and a guy telling him, hey, I got this gun, I'm going to rob that bank. And him not doing a thing about it, you know? Like, I mean, I just don't get it. How do you miss it when it's that blatant and right in front of you? So, wait a minute. Hold on a second. They're talking it over. Maybe it's going to be 2 for Seattle? Oh, Seattle did score 2. Because of the fumble. They did rule it a fumble by Tamu. Wow. Not to mention the interception in OT was supposed to be PI as well. He held Michael Thomas. Yeah, I mean, that was an egregious game for officiating. Like, I don't think you have a worse game and a worse case study than that as to why officiating can be so bad. That's why I really like what the XFL does with officiating. If you don't like something about a play, you challenge it. If you think that, I don't know. If you think that there was a clear and obvious hold because your guy was completely like choked up around the corner and they didn't call it, challenge it. If you think there was a PI and the ref somehow missed a blatant PI call, you challenge it. The NFL, you can't do that. You used to be able to challenge PI and then they took that rule away because apparently it slowed down games and didn't do enough. So, I just don't know, you know? Like, how can officiating be that bad and you don't offer a way to challenge any officiating call, you know? Like, I don't get that. They need to adopt, like, a lot of what the XFL adopts. Adopt the faster pace of play. That would be pretty cool to see. Adopt the, you can challenge anything, you know? That kind of stuff. I wouldn't even mind them adopting the alternative to the onside kick and the overtime rules, you know? Like, I would not mind that. Like, to eliminate ties, have them play the regular overtime, right? This is what I would do. I would have them play the regular overtime, ensure both teams get possession of the ball an equal number of times, right? And then if the game is tied at the end of the overtime period, play the shootout. Treat it like the NHL. You know, the NHL, you go to overtime. If you go to overtime and you don't have a winner, then you go to a shootout. Now in the playoffs, it's just continuous overtimes. You can keep that with the NFL. But have the overtime in the regular season eliminate the tie through that, you know? Let's see, I didn't know the rule was because you have to kill someone or... Yeah. Yeah, that was... I just don't get some of the officiating anymore, you know? But some of these rules the XFL has, they are really good rules. Like, I would love to see that. I would love to see some sort of implementation of that. Have teams have the ball an equal number of times, and then if they're still tied at the end of regulation, eliminate ties and have them just, you know, play a shootout type thing. Because that would be fun. That would get fans more engaged, especially in an overtime game. In the regular season, overtime game, both teams are firing on all cylinders offensively. Flip a coin. Okay, you're the winner. I don't have to watch the game anymore. You know? Like, have that in there. And then nobody likes a tie. So add the shootout rules as a tie. As a tiebreaker, you know? That would be fun. Like, I mean, I didn't get a chance to watch either of the overtime games, but that is a fun concept. Give them alternating shots from the 10-yard line to punch it in. And if you can't make it, you don't get a point. If you can, you get 2. You know? Refs would have let us win if the Rams were going to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the way that Super Bowl played out, we got our comeuppance for making the Super Bowl. We got destroyed at the hands of Tom Brady. Which, funny story about Tom Brady. I grew up hating the Patriots because I grew up just outside of Pittsburgh, you know. Grew up a Steeler fan. Started playing fantasy football, played with a lot of Rams players, and I'm like, okay, I really like this team. I started like ironically liking them, and then unironically liking them, and then all of a sudden it morphed into my personality, as evidenced back here. But the thing is I grew up a Steeler fan. So every year, year in and year out, we would lose to Tom Brady in the playoffs. Every year, Tom Brady we'd lose. We'd lose to him in the playoffs, the AFC Championship, the wild card. You know, we always had to lose to him. And then I become a Rams fan, and the very first Super Bowl I watch, guess who's playing in it, and guess who loses to him? Tom Brady. Because of course. Man. Well, it's either, like, I mean, I grew up always hating Brady. Which is why whenever I made my Brady retirement video, it was weird saying that I wasn't, like, happy. I wasn't thrilled. I wasn't excited. I really felt that football had lost a lot when Brady retired. I'm not joking. I literally went to bed during that Super Bowl. We still own Tom Brady. Oh, Danucci having room at the far side. He's going to get a lot of gain. Up to the 43? 44. First and 10 for Seattle. But yeah. Yeah, that Super Bowl was. I mean, the thing is, a lot of people trash on it because it was no offense. I can appreciate that Super Bowl, though, because it wasn't sloppy offense. More so than it was good defense, you know? The way I remember that Super Bowl was it was a good defensive struggle. And that's the thing. A lot of people will trash on low scoring games because the offense is awful. There's no offense. It's a bad game. But I can appreciate a defensive struggle just as much as an offensive shootout. Because in a defensive struggle, you really have to think about what's my opponent going to do, how am I going to outsmart my opponent, and how am I going to use their weakness to my advantage? How am I going to find their weakness, exploit it, and use it to my advantage to get points in this game where we're not going to get a lot? You know? That's one of the reasons I like baseball. It's a really big mental game. You really have to think, what is my opponent going to do? What does my opponent think I think they're going to do? And how do I counteract that, you know? Like, that is the type of stuff I can appreciate. And the Sea Dragons getting an easy touchdown. Man, he was wide open. A 46-yard touchdown reception by Jawan Green. Man. That is huge. Let's see, we would have swept the Bucks this year if we didn't have scrambled brains for a head coach. Oh yeah, and didn't you guys like stick with Dennis Allen too? Like, didn't they stick with Dennis Allen as the head coach? Like, they were not looking in like the coaching cycle for a head coach. I remember they weren't. So let's see, Glenn Davis and Go Dragons. Wait a minute. Is there something going on the Discord? Ah! Davito! It's been 20 years since I've talked to Davito. It's been a long time since I've talked with Davito. All right, let me go over real quick. Davito! Let me join the Discord. Hold on. We'll get you in here in a second. We'll get you in here in about 2 seconds here. Yo! Hold up, let's move each other. Let's move into the main one because, like, you know. Okay, so we're here. We got DeVito here now. And Seattle going for one, gonna get it. 15 points on the board for them. All right, let me go ahead and unmute you. And now you are live on the stream, DeVito.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yep, I just made it so you guys can hear.
Sweet. Yeah, I haven't been really active because of school and stuff. So,
yeah, it's been 20 years since I've talked to you, man.
it's literally been like since the end of the football season.
Yeah, it was literally like Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But man, this year has been this season's been really good for the XFL. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it has been a really fun one to watch.
No. Am I still in the Discord? Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm still here.
Yeah, you're here.
Weird stuff happened.
Don't go breaking things. That's not healthy.
No, it's not. It really isn't.
Oh man. But yeah, I mean, this has been a great year for the XFL to watch. Like, it has been fun. Yeah, I mean, I cannot believe the Saints stuck with Dennis Allen though.
Dennis Allen. Who's Dennis Allen?
As the head coach, yeah.
Oh, the Broncos got Sean Payton.
Yeah. The first time I've ever witnessed a coach get traded. But did you see the news about OBJ, David?
Is it for real that there are teams that actually, like, I don't know if this is just like me being crazy, but I thought I saw a post on Instagram about someone wanting to trade for Patrick Mahomes.
No, there's nothing.
Okay. I was about to say, bro, is Rodgers actually going to the Jets? Is he actually going to suffer in New York?
What?
Apparently, Rodgers was thinking on going to the Jets.
Well, it's complicated, okay? The Jets and the Packers agreed to trade Aaron Rodgers to the Jets, but then they're playing like 50 million games of, but we want this, but we also want this, but we don't want to give up this, but we don't want to give you this if we don't get this. Like, they have literally been going so long back and forth trying to actually, like, get what they want, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they have been going so back and forth. Wait, Bill got traded to New England?
Who got traded to New England?
That. I did not know Bill
Who got traded to New England?
Belichick became the New England head coach via trade. You see, because he was the Browns coach, and he was even the Patriots coach before I was even born, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Dude, I swear, if the Broncos start Russell Wilson, I will full-heartedly, I'm not joking, Jason, I'm saying this, I will become a Pittsburgh Steelers fan if the Broncos stick with Russell Wilson. Because in that case, there's no hope for the Broncos at that point. Watching Russell Wilson play was just the saddest thing ever.
Oh no, they're gonna stick with Russell Wilson. They've got Sean Payton in because they want to try to rejuvenate it, you know?
Really, with Russell Wilson though, like they can't get anyone else. It has to be the guy that's literally blind.
The problem is they are in so much money in the hole to Russell Wilson. They literally don't have any other option.
Yeah,
you know?
That's fair. That's fair.
Like, they are so deep in the hole that they don't have any other option. Bronco country.
Oh my God!
Let's
yes,
die.
yes, yes.
Nice.
I agree with that. I agree with that so much. Dude, I want it to happen. I do, but do I have faith that the Broncos can do it? No. After Peyton Manning left, it just went downhill. I'm sorry, but it did.
Yeah, man, like, this is going to be the craziest 2 weeks of my life, though. Like, craziest, actually 3 weeks. Let's see, DC starting at the 25, getting a nice little run to the 34 here. But yeah, these next couple weeks they're going to be the craziest weeks of my life. Because, okay, so this next coming weekend is the kickoff of the USFL while the XFL wraps up.
Oh?
Yeah. And then same thing on the 22nd and 23rd. And then the 27th is the NFL draft. And whoa, Seattle getting an interception.
Damn.
That is huge.
Mikey's saying, we'll give you Taysom. Honestly, any quarterback is an improvement over Russell Wilson.
But yeah, I mean, I just don't get what Baltimore's doing. Like, they pay OBJ while they have a quarterback who's been wanting to get paid.
Wait, wasn't Lamar Jackson like hurt most of the season though?
No, not really. He was hurt at the end of the year. It was a fumble.
Oh yeah.
De'Aaron King fumble. Oh man. So here we go. Seattle now at the 20. The DC Defenders 23. And that's the first turnover of the game.
Yeah.
Looking to throw is DiNucci over the middle. Is going to be caught going out to the outside, down to the 19, maybe the 20. 19 and a half, they'll give it. Taysom for 5 7th-rounders. Hey, will any of them be Mr. Irrelevant? Because if so, then maybe it's worth it.
What, Brock Purdy?
No. Like a future Mr. Irrelevant.
Oh, you know the 49ers are actually seriously considering starting Brock next season?
Yeah, they are.
I'd go for it. You kidding me?
Over the middle, DiNucci trying to get it over the middle. That's Juwan Green. Down to the 14, just short of the line to gain. Although, you know what I have to say? I have been surprised by the receiving core, right?
With
some of
who?
Some of the top players that I thought were going to be leading the league, like Josh Gordon and Martavis Bryant. Josh Gordon's only the 6th ranked receiver, and Need I even say where Martavis Bryant is? I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling.
Mikey is asking how he can join the Discord.
How can I join the Discord? Well, right now, so the Discord we're in right now, it's for me and the team. I have a couple of other people I work with for this stuff.
I think he's talking about the community
But
one.
we do have a community one. We really haven't done a lot with it, and that is our apologies. We really have not done a lot in that one. But we do have a public Discord server that should be in the description down below. If that is something you're interested in joining, I'm gonna try to be a little bit more dedicated on doing stuff there. That's something I've really been wanting to do. It's just things have been real crazy for the last couple weeks between college courses and everything like that.
Oh, same here, 100%.
But yeah, I'm gonna try my best to keep things more active over there. So if you do want to join, down below in the description, it should be down there. A couple links down. And wait, so I missed the play because I was worried about Discord. What happened there?
I couldn't hear it either. I went to grab my water.
Oh, we're gonna get a replay here. So Danucci threw it. It was batted up, and it was intercepted. A DC interception. So here we go. Now we're 1-to-1 turnover battle here. But this is way back at the 4. So here we go. That looks to be Derek King, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're going to hand off out to the outside. Not going to go anywhere. Maybe half a yard. They'll give him credit for a quarter yard or something like that. But yeah. So we'll see what happens here. But yeah, I have no clue where Martavis Bryant even went on this list. Oh, Martavis Bryant's number 54 out of 114. He is basically dead middle. Yeah. So, not what I was expecting this year. So it's been interesting to watch.
Okay. I think I'm going crazy because there's just these weird posts about teams wanting to sign players from other teams.
Yeah.
One of them is the Chiefs wanting to sign DeAndre Hoskins.
Well, yeah, DeAndre Hopkins is basically going to be released by the Cardinals. There's no doubt in my mind that's going to happen. Because they're trying to get rid of him. They just have not had a way of getting a trade going, you know?
Yeah.
So they're all but going to have their hand forced to release him. So, that would not surprise me. But here we go. It's going to be a 2 yards to go situation here. 2nd and 2 for DC. Going to hand off, and that's going to go nowhere fast. That's going to lose about 4 yards on the play. 3rd down and 6 coming up. Oh, man.
Does Jalen Ramsey still play for the Rams, or did he get...
He got traded to the Dolphins.
Damn. Well, you guys got Hunter Long.
Yeah, big whoop. We got a tight end who took, 5 snaps last year?
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, we're rebuilding. And Derek King going to be sacked back at the 15.
Oh.
Man, and just like that, the Sea Dragons are turning this game around. Wow. So a 4th down coming up here. And here comes the punt. Wheeling to McKnight. And here we go. It is up. It is away. Short-ish. It's going to be caught, received to the 38, to the 40. Bouncing outside to the 40. Starting to get to the 45. Goes out of bounds at about the 48, 49-yard line, just about. All right.
I'm gonna say something that's probably gonna trigger Caleb. I already know this is gonna trigger him.
What?
Cowboys are not winning the Super Bowl next season. I'm just saying that
they're
now.
not. They're not. Not a doubt in my
Lions
mind
got
the
a
Cowboys
chance.
don't win a Super Bowl this year.
Hey, the Lions came very close to playoffs.
You know, my way too early predictions had the Lions meeting the Jags in the Super Bowl.
Oh, the Jags? Trevor Lawrence?
Yep.
I can see that.
Yeah, I had the Jags and the whatchamacallits. Lions.
I can see the Lions. The Jags are not so sure. Wait, did the Chiefs just win? No, they didn't win back-to-back Super Bowls, but they won
Look at the
2.
throw over the corner. Out of bounds. No, they're going to say he caught it. Did he get 1 foot in bounds? That's the question. It's Josh Gordon. Ben DiNucci not sure, so he's going to try to get it quick. Remember, in the XFL, you only need to get 1 foot down.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
You think the Bills will win it?
Every year they do the same thing. They go to the playoffs, they make the divisional round, then they lose.
Oh my god.
Nope, that is incomplete. That's going to be incomplete when they review it.
Oh damn.
He did not get a foot in bounds after receiving and controlling the ball.
Yeah.
They got the call on the field wrong.
What about the Steelers? Think they can do it?
I actually think they win the North next year.
Oh really?
I legitimately think they win the North. The Browns have systematic issues, more deeper than the quarterback.
Oh yeah.
You know?
100%.
The Bengals are good, but I just think the Steelers have so much more potential around them, especially if they draft a young wide receiver or two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They've been making some key additions on defense. Sure, they lost, what was his name? They lost one of their, like, top corners, but then they got Patrick Peterson.
Yeah.
Mikey saying, how can I join the stream too? Unfortunately, so for the streams, it's just, I do have a small team that I've been working with. Definitely, if you're sticking around and you want to be part of the team, that's definitely something that'll be up for consideration in the future. So definitely, if you're in the public Discord server and you want to chat around a little bit, you know, we can talk sports, all that kind of stuff, and eventually, if we like you, maybe put you on the team. But as it stands right now, it is just for me and the team, which the team hasn't been doing much because, well, PDF kind of fell off the face of the earth. So did HD, and kind of you for a little bit too, David.
I've been talking to PDF, so like I've been texting him, and I don't know why it's not you.
I just haven't really been. Things have been real crazy, so I really haven't been talking much with a lot of people.
He'll be back in the fall, though. As soon as the NFL is coming around, he'll come back.
During the NFL season, we'll have a full team of 4 analysts. Definitely, during the spring stuff, it's mostly been a kind of me thing.
Well, the main reason I wasn't active like in the winter towards spring was because I was spending.
DiNucci.
No, I was. I was finishing up
some yardage, but not a lot. But anyway,
I was finishing up my foundation courses, and now that I've started on my general stuff, I should be able to make more of these type of streams.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you know, actually, I started the second channel too, right? For other sports.
Second channel.
Streaming.
Where's this?
Just streaming. So if I really want to go live on a given night, I can just go live and stream coverage of like a baseball game or a hockey game. Definitely going to cover some NHL playoffs, though.
Yeah. If you don't mind me talking a little bit about other sports real quick, let me just say this. The Red Sox are shit.
Yeah, they got swept by the Pirates.
The Tampa Bay Rays are undefeated on top of the AL East. I don't know how that's happening. And I don't know how, but the Astros are almost dead last in their division, and the Rangers, the Texas Rangers, the team that's supposed to be garbage, is in first in the AL West.
Yeah, just give it some time. Look at the Pirates every year. They always start off real good, and then they fall
They're
off.
in second. The Cardinals are in last. Dude, that's
they do this every year. They start off really good, like pretty good. They look good, and then they just fall off after the All-Star break.
Bro, the NL West is so broken right now. The Diamondbacks are in first. How?
Oh yeah, how are the Kings doing? I've kind of like adopted the LA Kings for one reason, as like my
Hold on,
hockey team.
I'll check on that.
I know they clinched, but like how have they been doing?
No, let me see. You
Because I
focus on
kind
the
of
game.
adopted the Kings for one
The
reason and
Kings.
one reason only. You know their work they do
Oh,
with South Park, right?
yeah, they are. Yeah, they're in the Pacific Division. They're a third.
Yeah, but like you know the Kings deal with South Park, right?
South. Huh?
So before the start of every game, like Eric Cartman will either kill
Yeah.
Kenny wearing a jersey of the opposing team, or he'll kill like a representation of the opposing team, like a panther or a shark or a penguin. And he'll kill them saying "Respect our authority," and
Oh.
then they'll just start shouting "Go Kings, go!"
Yes, let's go. My Colorado Avalanche made it. Or wait, wrong state. Or wait, right state? I don't know.
Yeah, Colorado Avalanche. Yeah,
Let's go. Didn't they win last year? I don't remember.
yeah.
I think they did.
Gronky won 2
Let's
rings last year.
go.
He won the Rams.
Which is quite ironic because my Colorado Rockies are in dead last in that West.
Huh.
Dude, we suck so much.
Yeah,
Oh,
Colorado is just a
hold
weird
on.
thing. It's a
Yeah,
weird out there kind of thing.
Colorado's interesting. Let's just leave it at that. We only one of our teams is good. Well, not anymore.
Yeah. Oh, tomorrow Blackhawks and Wild.
Um,
You know, at first I never knew the hidden bear and the Wild logo, but like now I cannot unsee it.
the the hidden what?
The hidden bear in the
The hidden
Wild
bear?
logo. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Well, if
Weird,
you look
but
at
interesting.
it, the sun is supposed to be the bear's ear. The
Hold on,
the
I need to
shooting
get.
star
What
is
is
the
it
bear's
called?
eye.
Wild?
The river's his mouth. Now do you see it?
Oh my God! Yes, I do. Now I can't unsee it. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Well, here we go. Start
What
of the
is
fourth
it?
quarter. It's going to be a pass to Jacor Pearson down to the 13 of the defenders. And just like that, deep in threatening position, only down 7 is the Sea Dragons. But man. But yeah, once you see that bear, you can never unsee it. You're welcome.
No, I can't. I can't. No. Why did you do that?
At first, like whenever I saw it as a kid, I'm like, "Oh, that's a beautiful nature scene." And then I saw like a hidden meanings in like logos, and I'm like, "No,
Hold up.
all I see now is the bear."
Oh my God.
And here we go, nice little run for 2. So it's gonna be a second down and 8.
Can you explain to me something in the NBA?
What?
How the hell did the Lakers, the Timberwolves, and the Thunder all clinch the play-in position, but the Pelicans haven't? And they're in ninth.
I don't know. The Kings made it for the first
Yeah.
time in a long time.
Yeah, as did the Suns, the Clippers, the Warriors, the Lakers, and the Timberwolves.
To the end
And then
zone, no way. Too high, he had to throw it away. Was Danucci.
And then there's the Thunder. Wait, what? This makes no sense. Right, I'm gonna say this now. I'm calling it. Finals between in the NBA. It's gonna be, or the conference. I don't know how it works, but I think the Nuggets and the Grizzlies are gonna come out on top there, and I think it's gonna end up being Bucks Celtics. And then the final match is gonna end up either Nuggets is gonna be Nuggets Bucks. I'm calling it. Probably.
Well, here we go. 3rd and 8 coming up now from the 11. Danucci really pressured, throwing it away to the end zone, incomplete. 4th and 8, what do you do? Down by 7. Deep in your opponent's territory. Do you just say screw it and go for it?
Probably, yeah.
That's what I'm tempted to do. I'm tempted to say go for it.
I'd go for it.
But Haslam looks to be pulling. No, yeah, Haslam's going to pull the offense.
Oh,
So they're
interesting.
going to kick it with Dominic Eberle with a long of 54. He is 12 for 13 on the year. Which I think that puts him as the XFL's best kicker.
Huh.
And this kick is up and it is good. Wait, how are they getting 12 for 13?
Oh,
For Eberle.
I don't
Did he
know.
kick two? Did he kick two earlier today?
I don't know. I just got into this.
He better have because otherwise I'm missing stats.
I don't know. I can't think there.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, possibly. Let me take a look here.
What the hell did the Dodgers lose? Almost get swept by the Diamondbacks in 4 games.
Yeah, no, I'm missing stats for Dominic Eberle. That's
Damn.
not fun.
Oh.
Huh. Well, that's not fun.
No, it doesn't sound like it.
But, I was looking on Twitter earlier, right? Just scrolling the news. You know
Yeah.
what was trending on Twitter?
Oh.
Holocaust.
Who was trending on Twitter?
No, the Holocaust was trending on Twitter.
Why was it trending on Twitter? On Twitter, dude. What the hell?
I don't know.
Why? Twitter's weird. Twitter is weird. Let me just tell you that. Twitter is very weird.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, I know why the Rays are freaking 9-0. They've only played one good. They've only played one decently good team. Actually, no, wait. Correction. They played all shit teams. Moonshine. What? This broadcast is talking about moonshine.
Huh. But yeah, I just don't get what the Ravens are doing though.
Screwing themselves over because they want to turn into the Cowboys now.
Apparently.
Yeah, no, they want to be the Colts and the Texans. Wait, does that mean that what's his name gets to start now for them? Huntley or
What?
whatever his name is.
What?
What's the backup's name?
For who?
The backup to Lamar. What's his name?
Hundley.
Yeah, doesn't that mean he gets to start for the next season?
If Lamar gets traded.
Do you think Lamar's going to stay?
I don't think he does, but I don't know. Maybe this
Well,
OBJ thing changes
where else is he going to go? Because I don't think anyone else is going to want him. Is it? Wait, Broncos sign him.
Well, it looks like DC going to be starting up at about the 26, 27, just about. Oh yeah, David. You know what was also fun?
What? What's up?
On the 31st, we had a tornado pass literally like within a couple miles of campus.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You gotta love those.
Well, that's one of the things. There's a couple things on my bucket list because weather's like a small interest of mine. It's not the channel, but it's something I have an interest in personally.
What's up?
I would love to go storm chasing at some point, and I would love to be able to see a tornado in person at one point.
Okay.
That would be fun.
Yeah, it is. That does sound fun. Terrifying, but fun.
Like, if you have the right tools and you're able to know where things are by reading
And not
radar,
get sucked into the tornado.
It could be a fairly safe thing, unless you're trying to get like as close to the tornado as possible. That is where you have storm chasers being stupid.
Oh yeah.
But like, if you know how to read basic radar and know how to read where things are going to be, you can tell where things are.
Oh yeah, 100%. New Orleans is cursed from the refs, but how was y'all Easter? Oh, it was good. How was yours?
Good. Me and my roommate went out to Texas Roadhouse, got some good dinner. That's why we were a little late, because I thought the game started at 8. It started at 7 while we were still at Texas Roadhouse. I'm like, oh shoot! But I did down 9 rolls.
We don't have those down here. I don't think we have those
What?
down here. I don't think we have Texas Roadhouse down here.
I could not live in the South then.
I need to check.
And we do have a flag on the play here, as looks like, what are they going to get? A couple flags, actually. There's a couple. One on the near side, one deep on the far side.
Oh, never mind. We do have Texas Roadhouse.
Good. Well, yeah. I downed 9 of their rolls, man. And I had my entire dinner, too. So, like, I was
Awesome. Is there a baseball board out?
2 penalties on the defense?
What? Hello?
Yeah, pass interference and an offside, I think. So they took the pass interference. Which is absolutely huge. That is a nice game there for Seattle. Or for DC. So here we go. Ball is at midfield on the dot. I do confetti eggs and practice basketball. I might put it on my YouTube channel again. That's pretty cool. I actually played some basketball on my cell phone campus because it was such a beautiful day.
4 walks, 5 strikeouts, 1.
But here we go. 1st and 10. They get a nice little run out to the near side for a gain of 1.
Right. I decided to take a slight break from the XFL broadcast to listen to the Atlanta Braves get killed and what.
Huh.
If that's all right, I'm just gonna listen to a little bit of baseball.
Yeah, you're good.
Oof. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going back to the XFL. That's sad.
Yeah, this is getting good. Here we go. Looking to throw his Tamu. Having time over the middle is going to be caught. And that is going to go up to the 44 of the Sea Dragons. Let's see here. I had a basketball tournament and hit the game winner. That's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Really cool. That is really cool.
That is very cool.
Let's see. Third down and 3. Oh, yeah, there's the bear again down in the bottom right corner.
What again?
The bear.
Put it.
The Wild logo.
I'm so confused.
Do you not see it on ESPN too? Or on ESPN? Bottom right?
I'm not on ESPN. I'm listening to the game on Sirius XM.
Oh, you're not watching it. Okay.
No, I'm not watching it because then I'd have to log
Tamu
in.
gonna keep it, having room in the middle on 1st and 10. He gets all the way down, but he gets thrown down. That does not look good. He looks hurt. Down to about the 29. A little bit slow to get up. Holder able to help him, but it looks like he might be going to the sideline, and maybe we see Derek King. Yep, here we go. Seeing Derek King come on, and Tamu, he got slammed down. That was not a pretty sight to watch. That really looked like a left knee injury there.
Oh.
He's walking on it, so it's likely not an ACL, but still.
Yeah. That sucks.
So here we go. Derek King gonna hand it off and gonna lose a yard on the play. Down at the 30.
Yay. Awesome.
All right. Yeah, I cannot believe that we are going to be getting into that crazy time where we have USFL, XFL, and NFL draft all in the same 3-week span.
Dude, that's going to be absolute chaos.
Oh, yeah, it is. Pair that with working 30 hours a week and class schedules. Yeah.
How are you going to handle that?
I'll make it work.
You'll figure it out.
The pass is caught, and it's going to be down to about the 22-yard line, which is pretty nice.
You'll figure it out eventually.
So, David, you going to be free on the 27th at night?
27th. What day is the 27th?
It's a Thursday.
Thursday. What time?
Like, night?
That's what's up for what time?
I think 7? I think?
7?
I think.
I'm gonna be like 30 minutes to an hour late because I got class from 5 to 7:30.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm gonna be
So I'll
covering the
be
NFL draft.
yeah, I'll be able to make it, but I'll be like at 30 minutes to an hour late because I gotta eat something as well.
Fair enough.
But I should be able to make it, providing nothing fucked happens. Oh crap! I didn't hit the spider. I just realized.
No! I can't throw out my black marker!
What about your black marker?
My black marker!
Oh man, lost
It's
your black
my
marker.
marker!
You lost your black marker. Well, you better go get that.
Howdy-how!
Oh shit.
Come on, do you seriously not know that, David?
What?
Howdy-how!
Okay.
Do you not get that reference?
No,
South Park?
I don't.
Mr. Hanky?
I barely watched that. I barely watched it. So no, I
Mr.
don't know
Hanky.
that reference.
Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh.
Oh.
Howdy-how!
The Pittsburgh Pirates shortstop suffered a fractured ankle today.
Oh.
O'Neal Cruz.
That does not sound good.
No, well, he collided with the catcher at home plate trying to score. So, no, it doesn't sound good.
Yeah. Man. Oh. Bismarck has had at least 1 inch of snow on the ground for the last 151 days straight.
Oh.
That'd be pretty cool.
Mm.
All right.
How long is each quarter? Is it the same as the NFL or is it shorter?
It's the same, but the games go by faster because the XFL's timing rules.
Timing rules.
Yeah, so basically time keeps on moving, even if it's an incomplete pass or whatever. The only thing that stop the time or the only thing that stop the clock outside of the 2-minute warnings of each half is timeouts.
Can I ask a legit question?
Yeah.
Why doesn't the NFL do that?
It's just the way the NFL is. What do you think of the Beckham
Because
trade to Baltimore? It's not a trade. I don't get why. I just don't get why. But happy Easter to you too. But yeah. So here we go. Looking on 1st and 10. Gonna go nowhere on the run. Still at the 22 of the Sea Dragons. Wow.
Oh, yeah. If you do stream a baseball game, just letting you know, they now added a pitch clock.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It makes the game.
We saw the pitch clock in action last year, David. You know that.
Really?
Yeah, remember when we went to the Tin Caps game?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they
now I
experimented with it
remember.
last year in the minors.
Yeah, they're actually using it at a major
Yeah.
league level, and it actually shaves an hour off the game.
Yeah, and I saw that Max Scherzer was playing around with batters in the box because of the pitch clock.
Yeah. He loves it. He loves it. Other pitchers hate it.
Oh, here we go. The defender's trying to get downfield here with 6.5 minutes to go to extend their lead down at the 9, first and goal. Tomu back in the game, gonna hand off to the near side. Gonna go for about 4 down to the 5. So nice little situation there.
You know, Shohei Ohtani is the first player to get called for a pitch clock violation, both as a pitcher and a batter. He's the first person to do it.
Oh, Do I sound familiar, sponsor? Oh, yes, you do. Oh, yes, you do.
Oh. Oh.
We don't got that. The closest we got maybe is body armor. Not hashtag sponsored, not sponsored.
That stuff's good.
Oh yeah, it is so good. Now I was trying to remember the name, but I do remember that. Yeah, I was trying to remember the name, but I did remember that phrase, Judy. Nice to see you back around here again. It's been a while.
Oh.
So here we go, 3rd down and goal. And let's see, from the 5, and we're going to see a timeout taken by DC. And it looks like there's a couple lemons on the field, too.
Damn.
Well, you knew about the whole lemon fiasco, right?
Lemon fiasco. Hello.
You don't?
Wait, what's this about lemons?
So the first home game of the year, right? In
Yeah.
DC. The fans in DC, they love to have their beer steak, right? Their beer cup snake.
Okay.
Well, security took the beer steak away.
All right.
Security took the beer snake away, but they used to have lemons with these drinks, right?
Yeah.
So the fans took the lemons from that they had left over because they had put the cups together to make the beer snake, and just started throwing lemons on the field, and it's become a staple ever since at like DC home games. Yeah, and there's a lemon on the field down there. If you you're not watching, but down at the 2 there's a lemon.
Oh my god.
What you saying, you two? Missed by the Super Bowl? Yeah, I mean we've been here doing our thing. It's just been a while, you know. The algorithm works in weird ways. And here we go. Tamu looking to throw. Pressure coming off the backside. He's scrambling, throwing, caught. Touchdown, DC. And just like that, the defenders are going to go up 28-18.
Damn.
So at this point, I'm going for 3 if I'm DC.
I'd probably go for 3 as well.
Or no, I'm going for 2. I'm going for 2. You know why?
Oh, damn. I think I might be ahead of you because I just heard something.
I'm going for 2, considering 3, but definitely at least 2, because if I make 2, I go up by 12. If I make 3, I go up by 13 and force them to get a conversion, not just 2 touchdowns. They're going to go for 2. Ta'amu looking to throw, trying to run, and he throws it away on the conversion. Incomplete.
Yeah, I think I'm slightly ahead of you on some parts.
Is that like the he octopus? Huh? Oh,
Huh?
I get what you mean.
I think he's talking about the beer snake.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a lemon at the 2-yard line.
It's
Yeah, they like
Right.
throwing their lemons. DC fans.
who's ready for the Jets to be first in the division for like the first couple of weeks and then just tank?
Hey, I picked him going 14-3 this year, my dude.
What? With
Yeah.
who? Zach Wilson? What the
No,
hell?
I assumed Rodgers was going to the Jets. We all knew Rodgers' time was up in Green Bay.
I think he just got fed up with Green Bay. Where is Rodgers going? That is a question.
Well, he's going to the Jets eventually.
When?
Whenever the 2 sides can work out a full finalized deal.
Didn't they just sign what's his name? Alan Lazard?
Oh, yeah, they signed Alan Lazard and a former Packers quarterback that also worked on the Nathaniel Hackett system.
Yeah.
So that if Rodgers isn't around for OTA, they can at least work. You know what I mean? They can at least work on running that offense with a quarterback who kind of knows that offense. You know?
Yeah. Huh.
Let's go ahead and flippity-do the arrow. And in
hockey,
they threw. Oh yeah, in hockey they threw the octopus onto the ice. Yeah, I remember that. And you have like the catfish for the Predators. And Steven saying, "What's good, Jason? Who you got with you today?" I got David here today. How you doing, Steven? Let's see. 5:07 remaining here, down by 10. Danucci going to try to have to lead this team here with 5 minutes and 3 timeouts in pocket, but no challenge. In the XFL, you only have 1 challenge, and they already burned it in the first half. Going to get a first down here on a reception. What was that, David?
1 challenge?
Yep, 1 challenge.
Dude,
but it can be used on anything.
Oh my god. If the NFL used half of the rules that these guys did, I guarantee you it'd shave time off of the games. But I guess they don't want to do that because football is a little more interesting than baseball.
Yeah.
Well, a lot more interesting
but
than
yeah,
baseball.
they have, you can challenge anything you want. If you think there was a pass interference, if you think there was a holding, or if you think there was a roughing the passer, you can challenge it. And
That's
here we go, going to try to get a nice little game there. A little bit of a aggressive push there. Ball coming loose. The refs having to break up a little kerfluffle here as Green got the reception and was able to gain yardage. DC trying to say they have it, but it looks like not the appeasement of the refs. Yeah, Stephen say baseball's boring. I mean, it's boring, but it's also interesting at the same time because it is a bunch of mind games that you're playing. And Danucci over the middle has a man. That's Green down to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Seattle!
Let's go, boy.
Jawan Green from over 50 yards out. That man is having himself a night tonight. It would not surprise me if he wins XFL Offensive Player of the Week this week, as voted by you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, David, that's something I've been doing. I've been having polls for Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week for the XFL.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. You got Seattle fans flipping off the DC defenders from the stands.
Damn.
They just cut to a guy, and all he's doing is just flipping him off. Like, okay.
That's tough.
But man, Jawan Green wide open in a couple of rooms. He manages to break a would-be tackler and gets into the end zone. Man. David. Steven's asking if you got a YouTube channel, my dude.
Yeah, I do, but I haven't posted anything, so.
They did say a flag on the play. Hold on a second.
Oh?
Hold on, we're trying to figure out what the flag is going to be. As a Battlehawks fan, go Sea Dragons tonight. All the Battlehawks fans are wanting Seattle to win because they're delusional enough to think that they're going to be able to win the North.
As a Battlehawks fan, go Sea Dragons.
I don't think they do. I just think that DC has way too much of an easy schedule left that they're not going to lose first place in the North.
Oof.
Especially because they have the tiebreaker here. So it was a 15-yard penalty. They're going for 3 from the 25.
Oh?
So it was a 10-yard penalty. Looking to throw here, Danucci having to make a 25-yard three-point conversion to the end zone. It's good! It's good! It's bobbing around and good!
Shot, bro. Oh, so Steven,
oh man,
question.
That was bobbled around by a lot of different defenders and receivers, and it was caught.
Steven, to answer your question, yes, I do have a YouTube channel, but I haven't posted anything on it. I don't really use it because I don't have a lot of time right now.
Oh, man. That is incredible. That is incredible. But yeah, if we look at the remaining schedule here for DC, right?
Yeah.
So they have the tiebreaker tonight. They have the tiebreaker over St. Louis. They already swept St. Louis.
Oh, damn.
So St. Louis needs to win out and have DC lose 2 of their last 3 games. So either lose this one and one of the next 2, or lose the next 2 with a St. Louis win out.
Why do I feel like one of those isn't going to happen?
Exactly. I don't think that DC loses the division.
I don't think so either.
I mean, it is possible, don't get me wrong. DC did lose to Orlando. But they had to play Arlington who has no quarterback, and San Antonio, who has no quarterback. Orlando at least had a quarterback. So,
what happened to him?
What?
What happened to their quarterback?
Neither team, the last 2 teams they played just do not have a good quarterback situation at all.
Oh, all right.
So, Orlando does at least have a quarterback.
Well, at least they got something.
So, we'll have to see what happens here. But man, The way it's looking right now, yeah, DC did lose to Orlando, but Orlando was really looking good. They had a good quarterback and everything. So the issue is that DC plays San Antonio and Arlington. Neither of those two teams really have a good quarterback. So I don't think that DC loses to one of those two. Because in order for St. Louis to have a chance to win the division, they need DC to lose at least one of those two games. And that's assuming they lose tonight. If DC wins tonight, then DC needs to lose both of those two games in order for St. Louis to actually be able to pull off the victory. Because head-to-head, the win already goes to DC because DC swept St. Louis already.
Yeah.
So I think the best bet, if I was a Battlehawks fan, I would be rooting for DC to win. Because right now, St. Louis is tied with Seattle for second place. Only the top two teams make it in each division. So you need to be second place, right? And let's say, because you play St. Louis, or Seattle and St. Louis play next week, right? So let's say hypothetically, St. Louis has a bad game against Seattle and loses to Seattle. They split the series. The only hope that Seattle would have, or St. Louis would have, of making the playoffs at that point is for them to win or Seattle to lose their last game. But if, let's say, Seattle has a bad, or let's say Seattle wins this, right? They're tied with the Battlehawks. And then the Battlehawks lose to Seattle. They need Seattle to somehow manage to lose to Vegas while they beat Orlando in order to actually make the playoffs.
Right. So Greg is saying that maybe Jason or me can play quarterback for them.
I wouldn't mind. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today.
Hell yeah.
Put me in. I can be quarterback.
Hell yeah. I'll go in. Put me in.
Blue 42, green 8, green 8. Right, left. Omaha, hut.
Yeah.
Here we go, 2nd and 4. Looking to run around to the near side. Not going to get anything going, down at the 30. Huge third down coming up for DC here. They need to convert in order to have a decent chance of pulling off victory. Otherwise, they open the door for Seattle to make a nice little comeback here.
Yeah.
So, we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah. So tired. Oh my God, Steven, yes. Yes.
What, David, his scrawny little butt?
Hey. Boy.
Not gonna lie though, you do. Oh! Wide open receiver down to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Burning some time. Touchdown, DC. How did that even happen? He completely broke through on the defense. Oh man, this game is getting good late. That was Blair on the reception.
Steven, I have to agree with you. Jason and I would be a good receiver QB duo. Judy, we have no clue where PDF is. I have been texting him though, so he's not dead. We just don't know why he's not here.
Well, these streams I really haven't let y'all know because like none of y'all have really been coming to the game to the streams. Period. So it's like,
oh yeah.
Why go through the effort of texting you guys if y'all ain't gonna show up anyway?
That's fair. Well, I had to get my class schedule straightened out, and I think I did. So I should be popping up a little more often.
And Tamu going for 2, not gonna get home, incomplete. So now it is still a 1-score game, down by 7. Seattle gonna be getting the ball back with 2:02 and 3 timeouts to go. We are in for a good finish, and that is for sure. And you know, look, I forgot to flip the arrow in the first place. But you know, if I get a touchdown and I'm Seattle here, I'm going for 2. I'm not going for 1.
I think that's pretty well.
Because yes, you can go for 1 and tie the game, but your odds of getting 1 and 2 are just about the same. So I'm going for 2, and I'm taking the better chance. You know? I'd love to see more of you, David. Happy to see you're back. Oh, Steven's happy to see you back, David.
It's good to be back. I should be here a little
David,
more often now.
Do you think you can make weekly predictions for USFL starting this week?
Weekly predictions?
Yeah.
I mean, I could. My class
It's
schedule
only
now
4
permits
games
me
a
to
week.
do that. Yeah, I can do it.
If you want to do that, and if you're able to submit 18 power rankings every week, then we can pull you back in on this.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, Mondays and Wednesdays I can do it.
Yeah, as long as you get
Tuesdays
the
will be
stuff
a
in
little.
by like Wednesday at the latest for
Oh yeah,
power rankings.
I'll have it in by Wednesday because I don't have class Monday until 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah, so I mean, even if you get it in Monday, that's great, you know?
Yeah,
Get your stuff in
should
Monday
be able to
so you
get
don't
it
have to
in
worry
by
about
then.
it. I can do my stuff after.
Yeah, I should be able to get it in.
Wednesday, come on, Sea Dragons, get it together. They are only down 7 and getting the ball back here with 1:56 to go at the 2-minute warning. So this is going to be a good finish down the stretch here. Okay, we get it. You have a big motor. You don't got to flash it off. The downside's living in a downtown area.
Steven is asking when the USFL is starting up.
It is starting next week. The 18th is kickoff for the USFL. Or not the 18th, the 15th.
15. 15?
Like I said,
Saturday?
The window's still open a little bit. But yeah,
Is that a Saturday?
That's why these next couple weeks are going to be crazy. We have the week 9 and 10 of the USFL, the 18th, 19th, or the 15th, 16th, and the 20th, 23rd, respectively. USFL kicks off on the 15th, and that goes weekly for a while. And then you have the XFL playoffs on the 29th, right? So the division championships on the 29th, with the NFL drafts going from the 27th through the 29th.
Yeah.
So these next 3 weeks are going to be absolutely crazy.
I'm telling you right now, I'll probably be able to make both games, I think, that week. But then again, it's the birthday of one of my teammates, so I don't know if she's going to want to see me that day or not. So either way, I should be here.
And then pair that with the fact the XFL playoffs are 29th and 30th, so I actually missed it. It is also on the 30th as well.
Steven wishes you good luck.
What?
Steven's wishing you good luck.
Yeah, I'm going to need it. I'm going to be having to produce twice the amount of videos a week.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Which probably means, I think I know what I do. I think I make a longer video for
You're probably going to have to make a
USFL.
longer video, yeah.
I think I do longer video for power rankings and recap. I kind of combine those into one, I think,
Yeah.
for the USFL.
Yeah. That's probably what you're going to have to do.
So who do you and David pick for the top USFL team?
USFL team?
Who's going to be your USFL team, David? Let's place our bets. Who's your USFL team this year?
I don't know. I don't know these teams real well. So,
well, let me pull up the team so you can actually see it.
yeah, that would actually be a little helpful.
I know you have the Pittsburgh Maulers, the Memphis Showboats, Houston
Memphis
Gamblers, Michigan Panthers, New Jersey Generals, Philadelphia Stars,
Right.
Birmingham
Which of these teams were actually
Stallions,
garbage last time?
and shoot, there's one more. I got 7 of the 8. There's one more, and I can't come up with the
Stallions,
team name.
Gamblers, Showboats, Panthers, Generals, Breakers, Maulers, and Stars.
The Breakers, New Orleans Breakers.
Right. Which of these teams were garbage last year?
Well, Memphis was an expansion team this year. The Bandits didn't come back.
Oh?
Yeah. So.
Honestly, I'm going to take a risk, and I'm going to take the Generals.
You know, I'm torn. You know, I love the show. I love the color scheme of the Showboats. It really reminds me of one certain team. Rams. But then I also got the hometown spirit of the Maulers, so it's like, who do I go for?
I mean, who's closest to Atlanta aside from Memphis?
Probably Birmingham. Birmingham's closer than Memphis, so Stallions.
Yeah, that's fair.
And here we go, leading the drive here, trying to get a little pass out.
I'll take the Stallions.
And let's see, 1st and 10 coming up, 1:33 remaining in regulation here. DiNucci trying to lead a comeback drive with 3 timeouts and 1:33 to go here. So here we go. Ball near midfield. Ball is at the 42 of the Sea Dragons. First and 10. DiNucci throwing out to the far side. It's going to be caught, and he's going to try to get out of bounds. Does he at the 45? No, they're going to say he was down inbounds. Clock keeps rolling. At the 45, here comes a timeout for Seattle. But yeah, the first USFL game I think showcases the showboats.
Interesting. Right, I'm just answering to Greg here. I told him I'm taking the Stallions. Might as well.
Also, if you guys are expecting me to do a USFL spreadsheet, I don't know about that. It was enough doing the XFL spreadsheet. Having to input twice the amount of information every week for 2 weeks is going to be a lot.
Yeah, aren't you doing one for the NFL?
What?
Isn't that even... Didn't you do one for the NFL?
No.
You did it?
No, I didn't.
Interesting. I thought you did. Why do you think you did shit?
Are you crazy? The NFL? I would have to input so much data. I'd be inputting data for like
teams.
5 hours a day on Sunday nights.
You don't have to. Steven saying you don't have to.
Yeah, because I think the USFL has better stat logging than the XFL does, so...
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1 coming up. 1:24 remaining here. And actually, there was no timeout charge for Seattle, so that's a good thing for them. And going to try to get it, and they're going to get the first down to the 46 of the defenders. The Sea Dragons trying to cruise here with 1:18 to go.
Greg is asking what USFL team has the coolest logo.
You know,
Damn.
there's 2 of them that I like.
Which
There's actually
ones?
3 of them that I really like.
Which ones? I'll see if I agree with you.
I like the showboats. I like how they really incorporated that.
Yeah, those
It just
are
looks cool. It's like a steaming boat steaming forward.
Oh, yeah. I have to agree with that one. Which other one?
I like
think
Houston
the
as well. The hidden Texas in the G with the star
Yeah,
right
oh
where
my God.
Houston is.
I just noticed that.
Yeah. The Houston Gamblers has a G for the Gamblers with Texas
Oh my
in the
God.
G and a star right where Houston
And a
is.
star
So
on
I
the
do like
capital.
that.
That is awesome.
But then I also like the Maulers logo too. It's like really ominous with the guy
I was about to
hammering
say.
down.
I was
in the
about to say.
shadows.
The Maulers is pretty dope.
Can you tell David to stop being so goated? Well, Steven
How-
wants you to stop
wait,
being so
huh?
goated.
How am I goated?
Here we go. DiNucci looking to throw to the near side. Caught by Gordon. Just getting back to the line of scrimmage. And Seattle did call their first timeout. Here comes timeout number 2. No. Not going to use timeout number 2 yet. As we cross under a minute.
How am I goated?
Looking to throw
so-
over the middle. Is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds. That is Juwan Green. Down to the 38. With 53 seconds to go in regulation. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I got one of these before we sold out at Pizza Hut for March Madness.
What you get?
Judge me.
What you get?
It's on stream.
Oh, ooh, I like that. Nice. Bringing.
Mini basketball.
Bringing. What am I bringing?
Here we go. Oh, to the middle, to the 20, down to the 15, to the 14. The Sea Dragons have a chance. 46 seconds left to go here in Pan.
Holy crap.
How I get this? I got it at Pizza Hut. They sold them during March Madness. They had a limited supply, and we were able to get them, but we had to get them at like full price. So it was a lot. It was like $7.
Oh.
And here we go, over the middle, touchdown, Seattle!
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that was Jacour Pearson. Potential future MVP candidate Jacour Pearson brings it to a 1-point game here.
You think
And
you'll go
let's see,
for
are they
it?
going to go for 1 or are they going to go for 2? I think Seattle goes for 2 here.
Steven says that he loves how I'm being all the energy.
Yeah, you're being all the energy, David. You're not bringing any of it, but you're being it.
Yes. Chaos.
So here we go. They're going for 2. This is for the kill shot for Seattle. With
Oh, come
31
on.
seconds left, that will be all but a kill shot against DC. So
If
this
they
is the
somehow mess this
game
up,
right
bro.
here.
If they mess this up, I swear.
DC gonna take a timeout, try to readjust, see what they gotta do here.
Remember the time that I raged after the Phillies like somehow lost that game to the Padres?
Yeah.
Remember, you just ended the stream and I just started yelling like crazy.
Yeah, that was a night.
That was funny.
But not gonna lie, like I think they made a mistake having us sell these basketballs because when we had these basketballs in store, we were literally like just whenever we were dead and we had nothing to do, we were just dribbling it in store.
Oh no.
And like passing it around, just like shooting hoops with each other.
Oh,
David,
what's my favorite
what's your
NFL
team? What's your team, man? What's your NFL team, man?
Oh, well, it was the Broncos. It was the Broncos until they decided to play like shit. So, I'm torn between the Steelers or the Rams, honestly, if I'm going to be honest. Because the Steelers have been getting good as of late.
Well, here we go. 31 seconds left. 2-point conversion attempt here for the Sea Dragons. Down by 1. Looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Danucci gonna be sacked!
Did they get it?
They did
they
not!
No way!
They did not, but they're gonna go for the 4th and 15 here from the 25-yard line.
4th and 15?
Yeah, 4th and 15.
Awesome.
You can go for a 4th and 15 in lieu of an onside kick.
Ooh. All right.
So they're going to go for a 4th and 15 from the 25-yard line. If they make it, they continue the drive from wherever they start, or from wherever that last play ends. If they don't convert, though, DC starts off deep in Seattle territory.
Oof. Steven says, nah, Rams are trash. Go Cardinals. Bruh, no.
Hey, at least we'll win more than 3 games this year.
Oh.
Arizona.
Nah. But in all seriousness, favorite team? It's got to be the Chiefs. Sorry. I love Patrick Mahomes.
Welcome to the Red Kingdom. Not gonna lie, that came on my Spotify like Discover Weekly this week. I don't know why it did, but it did.
What did?
I saw Red Kingdom. I'm like, is this what I think it is? And all of a sudden I hear, "Welcome to the Red Kingdom."
God.
I'm like, yep, it is what I think it is.
Oh.
You ready, David? I'm gonna play a little snippet for you.
What?
I'll play a little snippet for you later.
Oh God. All right.
So here we go. 4th and 15 attempt here for Seattle. Ben DiNucci talking it over with his coaches, seeing what they got to do. This is pretty much their season on the line here. If they lose this game, then they can be eliminated next week with a loss to the Battlehawks.
Oh.
If they win here, they cannot be eliminated next week no matter what happens, but it does become a closer race. So here we go. This is the game here. 4th and 15 coming up. 31 ticks left. And the Sea Dragons trying to make it work. All right. Hopefully Cardinals might be worse next season. Honestly, Cardinals might be worse next season. Here we go. 4th and 15 from their own 25. 31 seconds left. 2 timeouts. But this is the critical point here. They need to convert on this 4th and 15 if they want to have a shot. All right. I mean, this is going to be a close finish here no matter what.
Honestly, or Steven says, honestly, Cardinals might be worse next season. I don't know how they can get worse, but I believe you on that one. Right, I'm going to say something very controversial, and you're probably just going to laugh, Jason. I think the Texans are going to do well this season.
You know what? No, I actually am starting to ironically like the Texans because of that whole PDF fiasco.
Oh my God. I still can't believe that the Texans almost beat.
Yeah, and I had the balls
Cowboys.
to pick it too.
Oh my God.
I'm like, you guys were all scared, like, if I'm wrong, BDS gonna harp on me. He didn't do a thing about it. He
Oh,
shut
he
up.
was
He was
pissed.
humbled.
He was pissed off like halfway through the
He was
game.
humbled by that game.
Oh my god. Yeah, Judy, that was a crazy game. I was sitting there, I think, in my car listening to it. I'm like, there's no shot the Texans are going to beat the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that. They did almost beat the Chiefs. That was quite concerning, honestly.
They almost beat the Chiefs. Yeah, they almost did beat the Chiefs too. Like the Texans went on a tear at the end of the season.
Oh yeah.
Who
Who
do you guys think will be the worst team in the
NFL?
next year? David, I don't know about you, but next year I'm picking
Broncos. I think the Broncos will be the
No.
worst.
It's not gonna be the
Texans?
Broncos.
You think the Texans are going to go?
No, not the Texans. I honestly,
Colts.
I don't know. It's a toughie.
Falcons?
Who did I pick to be the worst team last year? Or like, hold on.
I think you picked the No, I think you picked the Texans.
Here we go. 4th and 15. DiNucci looking to throw. Pressure coming off the edge. He's scrambling back, trying to make something work. A lot of pressure. He lets it go over the middle. And it's not going to be good. DC going to win it here. 34-33. Oh, man.
Right. So let's sort this out. So we know the Texans are going to be always garbage, but at least they'll
Panthers
do
are not going to be bad
decently
this year. They have the
garbage.
number 1 overall pick, and they have Adam Thielen and a couple other receivers.
Who's our quarterback though? That's my question.
Hold on. Let me just see here.
Judy,
So
honestly,
I picked.
didn't the Bucks get Baker Mayfield?
Okay, so here's who
I
I
think the
picked.
Bucks did get
Here's
Baker
who I picked.
Mayfield.
My bottom 3 teams. Now, keep in mind, this is before a lot of the offseason moves, right? So this is changing.
Yeah.
But my worst
Wait.
3 teams before a lot of the offseason moves were the Buccaneers, followed by the Panthers,
Oh.
tied with the Colts.
Oh. No. Oh well,
Like,
the Bucks.
now that I'm looking at it,
Didn't the Bucks just sign Baker Mayfield?
yeah.
I think they did. Right. So I don't think it's going to be the Bucks anymore because they don't have an ancient quarterback. But then again, you don't know because last year the entire NFC South was absolute dog water. Like not a single team in that division had a winning record.
Yeah. But Steven saying,
Will
Jason, what do
Li-
you think of this bold take real quick? I think Will Levis and Anthony Richardson will be the best 2 QBs in the draft. Oh, most certainly. I mean,
Oh yeah.
there's a lot of hype around CJ Stroud, and I get the hype, but at the same time, Anthony Richardson really flashed looking like he was the second coming of Cam Newton, even better than Cam Newton at the combine.
Judy saying,
Not to mention
wow,
the
Baker
fact
Mayfield.
that Will Levis was just showing some absolute diming skills between his pro day and the combine. I mean,
Oh yeah.
those two are. If I was an NFL front office looking at it, I would
Right.
have CJ Stroud up there, but I mean, I would really be looking at Anthony Richardson, that guy from Tennessee, and Will Levis. Those are my
Jason, when
top
are we
3 on the
doing-
board. CJ Stroud would be
when
up
are
there,
we-
but I just don't. I don't know if he has the staying power of those guys.
When are we gonna do that power ranking before the season starts? When do we do that?
Full 32 team. That's gonna be like during the preseason, man.
Okay.
So we're still
Sweet.
a few months away
So,
from that. But looking
Judy,
at
to
it,
respond to your question, I think if I remember correctly, Jason, correct me if I'm wrong, the Buccaneers did sign Baker, right?
yeah,
After they lost Brady.
right.
So the Bucks have a chance of not being garbage.
But Baker's not a starting caliber quarterback. Not yet,
Yes.
at least. He has
Yes,
major
we know
flaws.
that.
So, I mean, I
Yeah.
honestly think, though, it's going to come down to the Raiders, Colts, and Bucks. I think those are going to be the 3 biggest
You
contenders.
don't think the Broncos will be the crappiest team in the NFL?
No, I think Sean Payton turns that team around. He's a really heavily disciplined head coach. I think
Oh,
he's
yeah.
going to turn that team around, and they're going to make some strides this year.
If I'm going to be honest, I think the worst team in the NFC South is probably going to be the Falcons or the Saints. I don't think it's going to be the Cardinals. 'Cause I don't know.
I don't know about the Falcons being the worst.
How long is Baker's contract? I don't know. Jason, didn't they sign him for like a
Let me see,
year or
I think they signed
something?
a 1 year? I
Yeah.
could be wrong.
Wait, what happened to Garoppolo? Didn't Garoppolo go to the Raiders?
The Raiders, yeah. So actually, no, the Raiders are not going to be the worst because they have
They have
enough.
Garoppolo and
Yeah,
Devontae
he signed a
Adams.
1-year, $4 million deal with the Bucks.
Where did Derek Carr go?
Derek went to the Saints.
Why don't they just start
I think they
Taysom
said
Hill,
Baker
dude?
and Kyle
Why?
Trask are both contestants for the starting QB job. Yeah, I mean, it would not surprise me if Baker loses out to Kyle Trask because Baker, he is a backup at this point in his career.
Yeah.
Does he have potential to be a starter? Almost definitely.
Yeah.
But he really needs to hone in and put in the work with the right coach that can help him. You know?
Right. I'm gonna make a controversial call for the worst team in the NFL. Jets.
Well,
I think
the Jets
the Jets
never sign it. If the Jets never actually trade for Aaron Rodgers, then most definitely the Jets.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Jimmy, don't worry, breathe easy. You'll only have Baker for 1 year, and then you'll be done with him.
But yeah, if I take a look, man.
If you want my
think the
honest
Falcons make a
opinion,
decent jump
with all due
next year.
with all due respect, I think the Rams are pretty low on the list of the 32 teams. Maybe not last, but the 32 teams. But
Yeah, I mean,
if you're
the
asking
Jets
me,
don't
I
want to
think
give
the
up
Colts.
anything. Oh yeah, they really don't.
Oh yeah, no. If they get Rodgers, it'll be interesting. I'm really interested in seeing how that division plays out because now you have another team that the Bills have to be worried about. Well, actually, I don't know if the Bills need to be worried about the Ravens anymore because, well, let's be honest, I don't think the Ravens are going to do it next season. But I think
As
the
I've been sitting here
only
thinking about
team
it, you know who wouldn't surprise me if they're the worst team next year?
who
The Packers. I'm not sold on Jordan Love.
Yes.
I am not sold on Jordan Love, and I think that the Bears are really doing a
Who?
great job leveraging that first round pick that they had, that first overall pick that they had.
Wait, no, didn't they trade it? Didn't they get DJ Moore?
Yeah, they traded it and got DJ Moore and a haul of other picks.
Yeah.
So they leveraged that to do a lot of work.
Oh.
So I really think the Bears are going to get a lot better.
I'm gonna say something. This is how much confidence I have in the Lions. I think the Lions can actually make the playoffs next season. 100%. Because didn't the Vikings also lose some weapons as well?
Wait, hold on. How does the NBA playoffs work? Playing games?
It's weird. It's complicated.
Since when is March Madness happening in April? I thought that's reserved for March with the play-in games.
No. So
yeah,
if
I
you
saw
look
that
at
structure. So like 7 and 8 play, and then the loser of 7 and 8 plays the winner of 8 and 9.
Yeah.
Or the winner.
So,
the winner play the winner. The loser of 7 and 8 plays the winner of 9-10.
Yeah. I don't bother with playing games. I don't bother with the NBA in general because their playoffs is just so messed up that I don't even bother with it.
Yeah. But Steven saying I think the AFC North is very underrated right now. I mean, honestly, I have the AFC North. The Browns are going to be the team to bring that division down, right? But if Lamar stays with the Ravens, I could see the Ravens being a 10-win team, the Bengals being a 10-win team. I have the Steelers going 12-5 this year.
What?
Yeah.
Steelers, I mean, I can see that.
I mean, let me go game by game with the Steelers, right? For those of you guys who haven't seen the short or the series, for the Steelers, I have them at home losing to the Baltimore Ravens, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the San Francisco 49ers. But beating the Bengals, the Browns, the Cardinals, the Packers, the Pats, and the Titans.
So all the garbage teams. Yeah,
the Steelers have a weak schedule this year. And then on the road, hear this out. On the road, I have them splitting with everyone in the AFC North, right? So they beat the Ravens on the road, they lose to the Bengals, and lose to the Browns on the road. But then I have them beating the Colts, the Texans, the Raiders, the Rams, and the Seahawks. That is a very legitimate schedule.
All garbage teams. You're literally saying they're going to beat all the garbage teams.
Exactly. As long as they don't do the Steeler way and play down to their opponent, they have more than capabilities of beating those teams.
You're crazy. Right. You know what? Who's the Giants aren't going to do well next season. I don't think so. I think the Cowboys might tank a little.
I can see the Titans actually being a dark horse candidate to be the worst team.
Well,
Because if the Bucks get hot at the
honestly,
right time,
yeah.
the Saints signing Derek Carr, the Jags, they could get swept by the Jags.
Who did the Saints have before they signed Derek Carr?
What?
Who was the quarterback for the Saints before they signed Carr?
Dalton, Andy Dalton.
So they went from a crap quarterback
They
to
went from an
even worse
aging
one,
quarterback to an
to an
aging
even worse
quarterback
one.
who is more expensive.
Yeah, bro, no. I
So,
think in the NFC West, I think the Rams can turn their season around. I think they can do it.
I mean, realistically now, right, if I look at their rebuild as to what they're doing, I'll go game
Yeah.
by game again for the Rams, right?
Mm,
Arizona at home, win.
okay.
San Francisco at home, I think that the Rams end up snapping that streak this year. They win that game that you don't expect. So I think they snap the losing streak to the Niners here in the regular season. Lose to the
Yeah.
Seahawks. The Browns
No.
is a winnable game. The Saints is a winnable game.
Yeah.
Lose
Yes.
to the Eagles. So right now we have one more loss.
Yeah.
Lose to the Steelers. I can see them losing to the Commanders because of everything they've done.
What?
The Commanders are in a good spot right now. So that's
Okay.
2 more losses. They lose to Arizona, lose to San Fran. I can see them being
Wait.
swept by the Seahawks. So that's another
Oh my
additional
God.
loss. If the Ravens keep Lamar, that's another loss potentially there. The Giants, the Colts. I mean, I could see them losing another 6 games. I could see them realistically going as bad as 5-12.
Oh dear God. They went 5-2. You literally just stated last year's record.
I could see them legitimately doing that. I mean, do I think they get
They
better
went
realistically
5-12
now? I think I
last
see them in like a
season.
7-win territory.
Uh,
But my floor for them is about 5 wins. My ceiling is about 8 or 9.
yeah.
But I realistically project them to be more about 7.
Yeah.
So that'll be what I'm looking to see.
Mm. Honestly, I think the Bears are gonna be garbage. I think the Chargers have a chance. Maybe. I don't know. If Herbert can get his shit together.
Yeah, but the issue is that the team is too reliant on Herbert, you know?
Yeah.
If
So the
Justin
second he
Herbert
gets
doesn't
injured and
ball
take
out,
it, yeah.
that team sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about the Dolphins. I'm not going to comment too much on the Dolphins, but I will say this. If the Dolphins can't figure out how to keep Tua healthy and they can't effectively use their receivers, like Tyreek Hill, I think if I remember correctly, he said he's considering
We'll transition
retirement.
over to this real quick while we're here, while we're just talking football. We'll transition away from the scoreboard setup.
Mm.
'Cause we'll
So
still talk football for a little bit.
I think if you want my honest opinion, the Dolphins are not winning the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. They can't keep Tua healthy. Like that dude has had so many concussions. They're gonna have to reteach him the entire playbook.
Yeah.
If the Dolphins keep the concussion master, they will not be good. Yeah, Judy, I agree with that. Who did the Bears sign in free agency?
I mean, they got DJ Moore. They really didn't do much in
Yeah.
terms of signing, but they did end up
No.
getting more picks in a draft
Yeah.
that has talent.
So where are they in the draft order?
I believe they're at number 7. Is that what the Panthers had? 6 or 7?
Okay. So I think the Bears have a chance to move up a little. Do I think they'll do good this season? Probably not, because I mean they have to compete with the Pack. Actually, no, wait. They only have to compete against the Lions and the Vikings. Never mind. The Bears will be just fine.
Never mind. 9. They have 9th. Sorry.
Ninth. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Bears did get
Oh, they
Tremaine
signed
Edmonds.
Edmonds. Yeah, they did. I completely forgot about that. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm trying to see if we got anything news-wise while we're talking.
Mm. Dante Foreman. Who the hell gets that much? Well, you see, Judy, when the Dolphins decided to not properly put their quarterback through the concussion protocol and just immediately clear him, and then him getting another concussion on top of that, the NFL decided to get suspicious. So they investigated them, and it turns out they weren't handling the situation properly and ended up getting fined. So Robert Toynan? What the hell is that last name, bruh?
Robert Tonyan, yeah, former Packer.
Yeah. Oh my God, the Packers are even losing more. Jesus. Oh man. Yeah, if you
Wow,
ask
Carson
me,
Palmer saying that Joe Burrow is better than Pat Mahomes? Hmm.
no, no, I'm. Oh no, no, no. Who said that?
Carson Palmer.
With all due respect, Joe Burrow, yes, is a good quarterback, but Patrick Mahomes is able to create more space. He's
Well, you
able
want to
to
know his
make those
arguments?
plays.
You want to know his arguments?
What's his argument?
His arguments were that Joe Burrow is more consistent and more accountable to run the system and the play that's called.
That's fair. But
That's the argument made. But
at the
I don't know
same
about that.
time, is he good at improvising? Like if the play doesn't go according to plan, is he able to improvise something and keep the play on line until he can get a receiver open or a tight end?
Yeah.
Because that's something that Patrick Mahomes does very well.
Right.
Well, yes, Steven, I have to agree. Patrick Mahomes may not be as goated as Tom Brady because no one can beat Tom Brady, but he's pretty good. Not as good as Brady was, but he's up there. His argument is some crap. Yeah, I have to agree with that, Jimmy.
Yeah. Did you hear about the report of the one guy,
Hmm?
Terry Pluto, saying that Kareem Hunt should be thankful if he gets a 1-year deal in the $4 million range?
Who?
Terry Pluto said that Kareem Hunt should be thankful if he gets that type of deal.
From who?
From anyone.
From anyone?
Yeah.
Does no one want to sign him?
The Browns aren't re-signing him. They already say that.
Damn. Watch the Jets pick him up. No, the Jets they probably would. I wouldn't be surprised.
Kareem underrated? I don't know about that anymore. Like, back before, yeah.
Who?
Like, back whenever he was at the Chiefs, yeah, he was really good. And even
Who?
his first couple years with the Browns, he was pretty solid. But the issue is, I don't know if I can trust that, you know? Like,
Oh, yeah,
he's
Judy,
really on the wrong side of age.
Yeah, Judy, I have to agree with you. With all due respect, Brady was actually no, with all due respect, but with a lot of respect, Brady was an absolute menace to the NFL. Like I think defenses probably weren't terrified about him, but they were worried of what he could do.
Yeah, I mean, he's still reliable running RB1, but his speed is starting to dwindle, you know what I mean? So some of that
Who?
is a problem, but overall, he's
Yeah.
still not hatefully bad.
That is the Jets thing to do.
Yeah, chuck a boatload of money at a running back that's aging and is not as good as he
Oh, yeah.
once was. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Dude, what happened to the Patriots? It's like after Brady left, they just absolutely tanked. They couldn't do anything with Mac Jones. Like nothing. They just disappeared. I don't think they even made the playoffs either.
I don't know if I would make this. I'm scrolling through Twitter, right? And somebody posted, the Game Day NFL posted, you taking this trade, Nick Bosa for Micah Parsons. What are your guys' thoughts on that? I don't know if I would do that. Because if I was
Nick Bosa plays for.
if I was the Niners, I would be all over that because Micah Parsons is a lot younger. Sure, Nick Bosa's not old, but he's going to be getting up there soon. You know?
Yeah.
If I'm the Cowboys, I'm not making that trade. You have a really young guy.
Yeah. I wouldn't trade for Bosa. I'd keep Parsons if I was. I wouldn't make that trade. Hold on, you might lose me for a second. I gotta switch out my headphones.
But yeah, just I don't know. But I'm looking forward to seeing what the XFL playoffs looks like. I mean, this is going to be a really good one to watch. Parsons is almost better than Bosa and younger. Yeah, I mean, If I had Bosa, I would be trading for Parsons. If I had Parsons, I would not be trading for Bosa.
No,
If
I
I
would
could
not
get
be
a
trading for
1-for-1.
Bosa. I'd keep Parsons wholeheartedly. It is going, yes, Judy, it is going to be a long season.
Yeah,
With Baker,
yeah.
yes. With Baker, yes. I feel for you in the Bucks. I really do. With all due respect, if they have another guy other than Baker, they should start him.
Yeah. But you know the funny thing, though?
What?
OBJ really made it seem like he was going to the Jets. Like, according
Yes.
to Ian Rappaport, just yesterday, he tweeted...
Yes.
He tweeted, after meeting in Arizona, the Jets will meet with OBJ again in New Jersey and give him a physical on Monday.
And then he
signs with the Ravens on Easter.
Yeah. Didn't they sign Nelson Aguilar?
I believe so.
I think they did. They're like literally giving. I think wasn't Lamar asking for weapons and now he's getting them?
Yeah, but he's also asking to get paid, and he's not getting that either.
Yeah. Didn't they also franchise tag him too?
Yeah,
Lamar.
Like Lamar's already saying, like, "Hey, trade me."
Yeah, and they don't want
Because
to.
he's not getting paid.
Where do you think he'll go if they don't sign him?
I mean, Atlanta's out on him. I thought Atlanta would have made
They don't want him.
all too much sense, but now,
Well,
you know where my dark horse candidate will be for Lamar Jackson to go?
where?
The Patriots. It makes too
Why?
much sense.
Why on God's earth would the Patriots want Lamar Jackson?
Well, Bill Belichick's been frustrated with Mac Jones because of something he did last offseason. Still hasn't gotten over
God.
it. He's already ready to move on from Mac Jones. It's either
God.
Mac Jones or Bailey Zappi. If you can get Lamar Jackson instead, you're going to go with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
It makes too much sense.
Judy, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by your question? Can you get a little more specific with it?
So, what do you guys think of having all the NHL teams that missed the playoffs have to pick a team that made it? If the team wins the cup, they get the first overall pick in the draft. That would be an interesting way of
That would actually no. Wouldn't that be overpowered for the team that wins?
What do you mean?
Because you get the first pick in the draft.
No.
If you win, I think that's what he's saying.
No. So if you let's say the Blackhawks, right, pick the Kings to win the Stanley Cup, and the Kings win the Stanley Cup, the Blackhawks will get the first overall pick.
I'm trying to figure out Judy's question. I'm not understanding it fully.
Yeah.
So, Judy, if you could specify a little more, I'd be able to answer it.
Like I'm
What
assuming
team do
like
I
what
go
team
for?
do you root for? Like what football team?
I'm going to have to say either the Bills or the Chiefs, but realistically, the Chiefs.
Bandwagon.
But it was the Bucks at one point. I have to say, I was really rooting for Brady. Hell, even in the Super Bowl when they faced each other, I was rooting for them.
Yeah.
But if Lamar Jackson signs with the Patriots, it's going to be one more headache for Josh Allen because now he has to worry about Lamar Jackson yet again. Wait, what would happen if the Packers signed Lamar Jackson?
That would be interesting, but they've already invested so much in Jordan Love. You can't sit there.
Yeah,
You
that's
have
fair.
to start Jordan Love this year.
So let's make a list of the potential teams who haven't bowed out of Lamar Jackson. I don't think the Broncos have. I'm not sure if the Jets have yet or not. The Cardinals, I don't know if they have. I don't know if the Colts are going to sign him. Texans, maybe? I don't know.
No, the Texans are going to go with a quarterback in the draft.
Hmm.
They're going to go in the draft. Yeah, Broncos have to start Wilson. Yeah, that's true. They don't really have much of a choice.
Yeah, no, they don't. They really don't. Why did they even trade for him? Why?
Oh, because he was still good.
He's
they thought that he
garbage
was a
now.
better
The man is
quarterback than a
blind.
product of a system.
The man is blind. They're paying him too much not to. Yeah. But with all due respect, Russell Wilson needs to get his eye checked because was it against the Colts that they lost in overtime or something? I don't remember what it was, but they were playing. I think it was the Colts. Man had a receiver that was wide open. He threw it to a guy who was in full coverage. With all due respect, Wilson's blind.
Oh man! Next year, a total solar eclipse is gonna pass just to our south. We'll be in the 90% range.
Oh, dope. Wow, you got the best QBGG next Super Bowl winner.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Well, let's see who's going to fill in who's going to fill in the role of Brady, so to speak, for the next really for the rest of the NFL. So who's going to do it?
Yeah.
Because there isn't a whole lot. I was thinking Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen, but I don't think I don't think Allen's up for it.
Man.
Maybe Purdy, but I don't know. I don't think Purdy can do it.
Huh. Yeah, just taking a look here. Because I've been like keeping so much in track of like storm chasers and like weather stuff, like that's like most of my Twitter feed right now, which is rough whenever I want to see football stuff.
Remember when Wilson messed up a screen? Oh my God! Don't remind me. No,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude! I swear. Oh, it's gonna be pain for Broncos fans for the next like 5 years or so, however long Wilson's contract is.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
Yeah, they are. But we'll
Twitter's
see
a
what.
buzz with that whole thing though, of saying like of what Carson Palmer said.
Yeah.
Like Twitter is a buzz with that.
Oh yeah.
So just seeing here.
Wilson is not great in the locker room either. Wilson is a mess. Let's hope Sean Payton can straighten him out.
Huh. I mean, I think Sean Payton does though. I think he does.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with them though. I'm not getting my hopes up on them. I'm just telling you now. Now the Eagles. What do you think are going to happen with the Eagles in the season?
I don't know. I think they go down a little bit. I think they struggle.
I think so too. What 2 weeks before the season starts?
Sorry, I'm fluent Ozzy Osbourne. I've been practicing. Sorry. What team do you guys think will be the biggest disappointment next year in the NFL? Disappointment?
Biggest disappointment?
I gotta say the Giants.
I
gotta say the Giants. The Giants now have
I agree with
expectations
you.
on them.
I agree with you on that
because of
one.
what they did last season, and I
Yes.
don't think that they can get anywhere near that this year.
Yes,
I think that they have way
have
too many
to.
flaws in that roster.
Yes.
Way too many holes, and they're gonna fall short.
I have to agree with you on that one. I think the biggest disappointment is going to be the Cowboys, or not the Cowboys, sorry, the Giants as well. I really do.
Yeah.
Maybe, honestly, if you're asking for the second one, it's going to be, for me, it's going to be the Vikings. I feel like they're not going to do very well. The Jets, Steven, with all due respect, the Jets are always a disappointment. Every season. That's why we didn't mention them first.
Yeah, but the thing is, the Jets actually now have somewhat of a decently expectation now.
The Jets?
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see if they can get Rodgers. I might get my hopes up for them. If PDF heard you, he will be mad. Oh yeah, Judy, 100%. If PDF was here right now, he'd be. Oh yeah, he would be. He wouldn't be happy. Steven said, "David, you are right." Yeah, but if the Jets get Aaron Rodgers, when we do the full 32 team power rankings, they're going to be up there. Maybe not top 10, but they'll be up there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens there.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a lot of stuff that we've been looking at is kind of starting to die down. I mean, I'm not really seeing nothing really much to move on to. I think we covered a lot of the big stuff tonight.
Yeah.
Who are we thinking number one?
Who are we thinking of number one? Damn, I don't know. AFC or NFC or both? Or like
In terms of
overall?
the league, I have the Jets being number one. Whenever they finally get Rodgers, that team is way too built to win.
You have the Jets at number one?
Yeah. I have the Jets being the best.
Oh, why is it? I'm going to probably hate myself for this, but I'm actually going to agree with you on that one. I really think the Jets can be number one. If they get Rodgers, they'll be stacked. That's AFC. What about NFC? Number one in NFC.
NFC, I had the Lions.
think?
I had the Lions being like a 14-win team.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I agree with you on that one, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if there's anything else you guys want to talk about, we're still down to talk. Still down.
Well, there's other sports. Yeah. See, we were literally just saying that. Yeah, Lions, 100%. Most disappointing team in the NFC. Let's do that. Who do we think is going to be the most disappointing team in the NFC?
You guys heard dumb ways to die 2 seconds on the field for Tua.
Yes, 100%. 100% agree with that. Oh yeah.
I need a minute after that one. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Anytime Tua takes the field, dumb ways to die.
Yeah. That should literally be his theme song. Oh my god.
You know,
that should
if
be his
Tua was a
theme
baseball
song.
player, that'll be his walk-up song.
Oh yeah. 100%, dude. No way it shouldn't be. AFC Jacksonville. Steven, is that for the most disappointing team? Oh my god. NFC most disappointing gonna be Seattle. Possibly. Jason, what do you think on that? Steven's saying that the most disappointing in the NFC is gonna be Seattle.
Oh, I think so. I don't have Seattle doing great this year. I have them only being like a 6-win team.
Oh, damn! Steven is saying the opposite to what we were talking about earlier. He thinks the Jets are going to be the most disappointing team in the AFC, or the Jaguars.
Yeah,
I think if the Jags, because they got a good offense, it's their defense that really lets them down. Honestly, I feel. So if they can somehow fix that, I think they'll be good.
man.
So we'll see. Man, what team have we just like completely ignored and not talked about? I feel like we talked about the Texans. There's gotta be a few teams that we've just ignored, and I can't remember which ones. Which teams have we just like completely ignored?
I'm not sure offhand.
The Colts. We just completely forgot about the Colts.
We barely talked about the Colts.
Oh my god. Oh. Let's see. Where did they finish last time? Oh, 4-12. They are oh my god. They are the second worst team in the AFC. And I don't think they're gonna do any better this.
That was the one thing that I forgot about today. You know what today is, right?
We briefly talked about the Steelers. I know we did. We did completely ignore the Commanders. Steven's saying, I'm happy we ignored the Colts.
Actually, I see them trading with the Jets. If the Jets don't get Aaron Rodgers, I think they try to trade for Lamar Jackson.
Possibly, yeah. But that would be interesting because then wouldn't the Bucks go for Aaron Rodgers? Or do you think they'll stick with Baker?
Well, at that point, I don't know
because
where.
If Rodgers doesn't sign with the Jets, there's going to be probably quite a few teams that are going to want him. I can't imagine no team's not gonna want him.
Yeah, it's just a matter of can they work out a deal because he is still, under a contract for the Packers.
The part that surprised me is the Packers are letting him do this. They're like not trying to stop him.
Oh, they're already done with him. They're ready to move on because they have to.
What do you mean they have to?
You haven't seen what this guy can do. You haven't seen what Jordan Love can do. He's getting into his 4th year. You need to determine if you're going to accept his 5th-year option or not.
Oh.
Before you have to pay the guy.
Yeah, but then if they just lose like most of their weapons, like they don't have Devontae Adams, they don't have Adam Lazard, they don't have
Yes,
Lazard.
but if you see him making good throws without having the receivers, then say, let's just give him this year and see what he can do.
That's fair. That's fair. But then in that case, where would Rodgers go? Because I don't think the Falcons want Rodgers.
Oh! Malik
Jordan Love
Willis
is
is
going
falling
to be
out of favor with the
horrible.
Titans.
Ooh, who?
Malik Willis, their draft pick last year, a couple years ago or
Yeah.
something. He's no longer the next man up for Tennessee.
In what position? Quarterback?
Yeah.
Did they release him?
No, but they have him as a backup. It doesn't look like they're ready to move him on up either. So
Tannehill's starting for them again.
well, yeah, but
Titans.
Tannehill's going to be he's getting up there. He's not going to be playing that much longer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's no doubt. That is no doubt. The most underrated QBs in the NFL? No, that is not true. That is not
Jordan
true.
Love is going to be horrible? Well,
This person, hold on. So on Twitter, somebody said the most underrated QBs in the NFL and then posted a picture of Kyler Murray, Dak Prescott, Josh Allen, and Justin Herbert. Maybe Justin Herbert I can see. But Josh Allen is by no means underrated. He is properly rated. Everyone knows Josh Allen is good. Dak Prescott, still, you know what they do when they don't have Prescott. I mean, maybe a little underrated, but not significantly underrated. And Kyler, he's the most underrated player if we're talking about Call of Duty.
Yes.
Not on the field.
Rodgers nearly had a heart attack. I think Rodgers wants to go to a team that will win the Super Bowl in the next couple of years. I do not see Rodgers going to a team that is rebuilding.
Yeah, most certainly.
So if I were to say a for sure team that might be interested in him, and I want your opinion on this, Jason, and yours too, Judy, honestly, I think the Bucks. If the Jets don't take him, I think the Bucks might be interested in him.
No, the Jets are still rebuilding. The Bucks would be interested, but he wouldn't go.
Why would he not go? Why would he not want to go there?
Because they're rebuilding. He wants to win a ring.
How are the Bucks rebuilding?
Oh, come on. What do they have left from their Super Bowl run? If they couldn't do great with Brady, what makes you think they could do well with an aging Rodgers?
I don't know. Yeah, with all due respect to the Cardinals, they need to figure their stuff out. They really, really do. You have a very good quarterback.
No.
And you have a good receiver.
You're wrong. You're very wrong.
What?
Kyler Murray is very underrated as a Call of Duty player. He's very underrated at his Modern Warfare skills, but not on the field. He is overrated on the field.
When did I say he was underrated on the field?
Yeah, some guy posted a tweet, right, and it was most underrated QBs in the NFL, and
he
it
listed
shows
Kyler Murray.
Dak Prescott, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, and Kyler Murray.
Thank God PDF wasn't here. PDF would have he would have freaked out. Let's see. Oh my God. What are the Browns? Deshaun Watson is the Browns quarterback, right?
Yeah.
We got some beef. What do you mean by that, Judy? I'm not sure what Judy means by that.
I don't think everybody knows the Bucks have lost a lot. They're nowhere near that Bucks team that built that Super Bowl win.
Well, they're also Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are starting to get up there, aren't they? They're starting to get old.
They're up there in age, yeah.
Yeah, they're
all right. Don't get me wrong. If you have a really good quarterback in there, they're gonna be all right. But they are by no means a Super Bowl contender.
No. Yeah. Um. Honestly, with that into consideration, NFC South. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think the Panthers can do it. I don't. Um. Maybe if the Bucks lose enough games, they can. But every single team in that division had a losing record last season.
Oh yeah, Kyler is really small for a quarterback.
Even saying, David, the Cardinals haven't figured their stuff out since Kurt Warner. Yeah, thank you for reminding me that. All the more reason why we probably didn't talk about them.
Oh man.
Let's see. Tyreek Hill. What the hell's going on with him?
Well, I don't know about you, David, but I think I'm about ready to wrap her up tonight. We've been having a good talk, but I'm just starting to get a little tired, man.
Stephen Curry's short too, yeah, but he actually makes plays.
Yeah, and in basketball, if you're not the tallest, as long as you're an effective three-point shooter,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter as much.
It's
If you
the
got
same thing.
hops, if you can jump high,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. If you can be very precise and accurate from far out, it doesn't matter. Height only matters
Yeah.
in basketball if you can't jump and or if you
Yeah.
are under the hoop.
Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of the same way in baseball. Jose Altuve, he's short. He's not one on the taller end of it, but he is very, very fast, and he's a very good hitter as well and fielder. Other than QBs, who is your MVP? Oh, damn.
MVP? Man, that's an interesting one. Not gonna lie, this is gonna sound a little biased, and it probably is.
What?
But Cooper Cup.
Cooper Cup?
Cooper Cup.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
I mean, the
don't
Rams
know
offense
about that
is
one.
very different when Cup's not around, and we know that.
Justin Jefferson? Possibly, maybe. If we're talking about AFC, non-QB, maybe Diggs. I don't know. Maybe Stephon Diggs. Justin said. Steven says Jefferson beats Cup any day. Maybe. I don't think so, but
Man. I don't know about any day, but most days I'll give you.
yeah. If you're talking non-QB AFC, the first name that comes to my mind is Stephon Diggs. Sorry. Diggs is the first person to come to mind. Then probably Knox, and then Kelsey.
Oh, that was by far the biggest draft steal past the first day.
Who?
So some NFL Rookie Watch posted on Twitter, name your favorite late round NFL draft steal. I'll start. Stephon Diggs, round 5, pick 146. Right?
Oh. Yeah.
But Antonio Brown, keep in mind, he was the 195th overall pick in the 2010 draft. He's out of the league now, yes, but in his prime, nobody wanted to cover that man. That man was basically uncoverable in his prime.
Oh, yeah.
For a 6th round pick.
Well, nobody wanted to cover Odell Beckham Jr. either. No one wanted to cover Odell either. Or Hill. Or Tyreek Hill.
That is true.
So, Steven's saying maybe I'm a little salty Cards fan, though. Honestly, Petey, I don't want this to come across as offensive, but you're reminding me a little of PDF during the NFL season. He would get so salty, we would just start hating on the Cowboys. It was actually quite hilarious. Remember in Minneapolis Miracle? I can't remember what that was about. What the hell was that about?
Oh? So the NFL schedule release. You know what? I think we're gonna try to go live for the NFL schedule release too.
Ooh.
I think we might try to do that. It's gonna release around May 11th. So we'll probably go live whenever the schedule releases to give our own full thoughts. But apparently some rumblings within the Jets organization is that they're going to play Dallas on Thanksgiving.
Who?
The Jets are potentially looking to be slated to play Dallas on Thanksgiving.
Oh my God.
Whoa! Whoa! What did you just
With
say?
his one hand? Hello? What? Diggs.
You mean Diggs? Diggs?
If we're looking at draft skills, look at
You're
Brock
one
Purdy.
keystroke
Also, I
away
hate the
there,
Rams.
Judy.
Hold on. Steven's saying, if we are looking at draft steals, look at Brock Purdy. Also, I hate the Rams and Seahawks. Just got nothing against 49ers because they own us. Lol. Yes, I have to agree with you with Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who he was. He was literally Mr. Irrelevant. He was the last pick of the draft, and he led this 49ers team into the playoffs. I mean, unfortunately, yes, they didn't make it to the Super Bowl, but I think he can lead this 49ers team with all due respect.
You know what? I kind of agree with that.
Oh my god. Who remembers when we were watching the Jets and the Bills play? One of the Jets players dolphin dived over everyone. Like false start dolphin dived.
Yeah.
That was funny to watch. That was funny.
Oh, man. Well, David,
That was pretty funny. Yep.
you about ready to wrap it up here? I think it's getting a little late. I'm getting a little tired, man.
Yeah, I'm starting to get tired as well.
Well, this was coverage of the XFL Week 8 game that turned into an hour of NFL talk. So if you guys did
Yeah.
don't forget to smash like and subscribe, as it does help me out a whole lot. It helps us all out. Lets us know we're doing something right over here. And I guess I will see you guys tomorrow for the recap video.